Damn, it's been a week. Hi guys, this is Jackie here, and just wanted to say I'm still alive. I know a lot of you are really, really upset about that. I don't know why you're upset about it, but some of you seem to be. So yeah, I'm back. Why are you not? Was it too low? Okay, so I basically have to deafen myself to listen to music while I'm streaming now. Great. Thanks. We'll find a happy medium here in a minute. No, duh, I can control the output volume. I forgot about that. Anyways, hi guys, Jackie, and I will be joining Discord later on after I'm done with this part because I feel like it's more authentic for me to get this out of my system, well, the way that I'm doing it now. Solo and unabridged. So, as a lot of people in the drama sphere, well, the VTuber drama sphere, shall I say, tend to seem to know that, well, here lately, a bunch of VTubers have been getting removed, mass reported, and attacked over various things that Crusaders seem to think are wrong. This can be considered one of the greatest. Twitch. Can be considered one of the greatest annoying things in the world. This beyond the point is when you start seeing magnitudes upon magnitudes of people that are, well, you know, constantly being attacked. And I get it. I get it. A lot of you seem to think that, like, you know, it's a portal to all sorts of degeneracy. I'm also trying to fix some issues that I have going on. I might need to cut that back just a little bit. That is... I think that's a little loud for ambient. How's it going, Gil? Let me get my links out and actually have... I really need to find a way to do this faster. It's the slowest thing in the world, right? I don't know why I have to do this all by hand, but, you know. Anyways. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, to start off on today's stream, we're going to be talking about what the effects of mass reporting on people are. One of the biggest problems with all social media websites in the world is the ability to mass report people. In fact, it has been one of the biggest rages I've had against everything in the world. I myself being a victim of this a long fucking time ago. And yes, the few of you who watch the VOD is going to have a problem with the VTuber that I bring up in this stream. I don't really care. I really don't care. I'm tired of taking the milquetoast road on being, you know, neutral, trying to see things from the points of view of other people. Especially when I myself have been threatened because I have friends that use lolly and Shota models. I have people that I have talked to in the past that use lolly and Shota models. Obviously, mine's not because mine is 6 foot tall. Canonically, the model you see before you is 190.5 centimeters tall, which makes it 6'3" in the Imperial system. My original model was 5'7". This one's a little bit taller because of the tech behind it not being perfected. But that's neither here nor there. I gotta remember where I had all those opened up. Fuck! So to start off with, we're just going to, as soon as I find the button. I've got to get a better button set up. we're going to preface some of this stuff, which means I have to reopen all of it because I'm an idiot and I clicked the wrong button. Professionalism at its best, guys. Jackie has always been known to excel in all of this, right? Hey, at least I got some cool music going, right? Okay, I have that one open. I think I can do it this way. Alright. Sorry, I have to open all of my fucking things because things don't ever work out the way they're supposed to. And I do have some in my image folder, so there's that. Alright, so... Oh god, I gotta get better at this. Did you know I purposely do everything on a web browser that doesn't remember anything? Because I am the Smurts. I'm the ingeniously Smurts. No, it's because I don't want fingerprints. I'm purposely the most idiotic person in the world. Yeah, I'm Schmurt. If you saw my bank statement, you would see, or you would definitely believe I was Schmurt. I don't want to open DuckDuckGo. I could care less. And why? I didn't even open you. Gotta love it when Steam decides, hey, did you open me in big picture mode when you're trying to copy links to something? Ugh, God, I'm doing great today. It's almost like I was sick or something, guys. No, you're not what I need. Close. Alright, I think I got everything fixed. Let's turn back on the web thing. Where are you at? What window capture? There you are. Alright. Of course, it's not going to let me read everything. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about one of the worst things that happens to VTubers in the fucking world. I'm going to pause the loud rock music so I can hear myself think. Actually, no, I need that. Just going to play with it until it's a little bit lower. Yeah, that works. I think that works anyway. I hope everybody can hear me just fine, because I'm going to be a little bit upset about a lot of this stuff. Anyways, when it comes down to it, we're going to be talking about the case of Taiga. Or Taiga, I don't really know how you pronounce his name. The dude has been pretty much wiped off the internet, except for his Twitch channel. He has been mass reported to hell and back. And I don't really give a fuck what you think about what I'm saying, but mass reporting is one of the sleaziest fucking things in the world you can do to anybody. It really fucking pisses me off, and I've had it done to me. I've had it done to other people that I know and I care about. It is something that is the ultimate fucking cancer in the fucking world that you can fucking do to somebody. And I'm sorry that I'm going to be dropping the F-bombs constantly, so YouTube, go ahead and rate me as mature. I don't really care. So, the person in question today has outright admitted that he mass reported this VTuber. This VTuber being known for being a lewd tiger. He's a lewd tiger femboy. By the way, to be a femboy on any internet platform, you are expected to be lewd. I follow femboys. I can tell you, they are expected to be lewd. It comes with a territory. And it's one of the most annoying things in the world. This dude, this Take a Block guy, is one of the most annoying things in the world. And anybody that's reporting on this story, I'm going to put this in perspective. Anybody that's reporting on this story, he's also attacking. Because, you know, we got to have that crusade mentality of anybody pointing out where I've done wrong, somebody else has to be at fault for it. And yes, the emo music stays. You can get over it, Odyssey. Because Jackie has fucking had a fucking enough of this shit. Not YouTube staff, chatting with Twitch when they both mocked my hobby after asking if they could read Harry Potter fanfic. This was enough to start shaming me. The first Rule 34 video had a graphic content. Wow. Cool. You know, shit that's kind of expected from certain areas of the VTuber market. So, apparently, from the screeny here, somebody who wasn't Taiga was making fun of the dude because he wanted Taiga to fucking shill about his custom guitar or some shit. I don't really give a fuck. Not a good reason to start a crusade after somebody. Never has been, never will be. I think I opened this one twice. Not YouTube sound. Chatting with Twitch with Taiga when they both mocked my hobby after they asked if they read Harry Potter fanfic. This page was enough to start shaming me. The first Rule 34 video had a graphic comment about an 8.4-inch cock, among other fat material. Did I wipe Taiga off the internet? And some of this I'm going to have to pull out of my picture stack, so you'll have to forgive me. God, I hate Twitter. Yeah, yeah. All of this is true. Like, fuck. I'm going to have to now start pulling in the pictures. Fuck. For more context, because I didn't really. I was doing some of this. I had some of this set up, and then everything kind of fucking broke. As it do. As it do. Because Jackie does not have the best track record of tech working for Jackie. It's one of the weirdest things in the world, I know. Okay, why are you not? There it goes. My tech doesn't always want to work for me for some reason. Like now, it's supposed to be capturing this, but it's like always, it doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. There it goes. I have reported 50 plus videos from other YouTuber at Taiga. Here's proof that I abused the report system and reported content that doesn't break any rules. Minus 10 polls misleading fake news Russian propaganda. He just outright admits to it. I mean, like, how else the fuck are you supposed to do anything about this? He admitted that he broke it. Dudes like this should be off the internet. Hello, Kafifi-chan. I reported that video for the same reasons I already banned Taigaverse. In case you haven't seen my full manifesto, watch this video. 2K Ian VTubers doxed. Oh boy. This dude is literally just going on a crusade about destroying VTubers? What the fuck? The reason Taiga is an easy target is his streams are horny porn even when softcore. Regardless of the fact that it's incredibly profitable, it's always seen. Who's the stalker you mentioned? If they are the main cause, they need to be shut down. They are a main cause of this harassment. I believe it's Vintage Archive and their multi-alt accounts. Yes, it is Vintage Archive and their multiple accounts. And again, I don't necessarily agree with the way that Taiga runs his channel. What pisses me off is when people go out of their way to destroy somebody's life because they don't notice them. Notice me, senpai, and then I ignore you. I'm sorry. It happens. There's a lot of chaos in the world. There's a lot of insanity in the world going on these days. And there's a lot of this that, well, people just don't seem to understand. I don't like this track. This track is not a good track. We'll start back over. So, yeah, when it comes down to it, doing shit like that, as I pulled the right window, doing shit like this is just wrong, man. It is just fucking wrong. And, yeah, it's Vintage Base Archive. Vintage Fender. Oh, God. And his alt is Femboy Archive YouTube. I will report spam. Lion Chu. He has 48 hours to notice my demands. I am the same person who banned Taigaverse. You have 13 hours, 55 minutes left to respond. Taiga must react to a Joko YouTube vid, for example. Yeah. This dude literally just went after Taiga just because Taiga did not respond to his videos. Shy Buddy, you might want to check VTuber drama I just tweeted. Possibly will save your career. I have banned Taigaholic with 200k subs gone. YouTube banned Taiga for making some lewd stuff, or the same lewd stuff you make. You have become an example of Team YouTube having double standards. This dude is on a fucking Holy Grail crusade, and I don't get it. Like, what the hell is wrong with people like this, you know? Oh, and yeah, go ahead. Fucking attack me for talking about you, buddy. Go for it. I have a lot sharper teeth and fangs than a lot of people realize. I'm going to spend every second of my life reporting every video by Shy Lily, by Kofifi Chan, by Scoo Chan, by Lane until Team. This dude, like, I don't get what his problem is. I really don't. It's one of those things, I guess. I don't know. And when I say I'm probably going to make a lot of people that hate my guts that used to be friendly with me, guys, I know a lot of people that were celebrating this whole Taiga being removed from YouTube shit. I do. And I want to be perfectly honest with you. If you're one of those people, don't at me, bro. Don't at me. Because I've said it time and time again. The Crusader mentality of people is dumb. As I try to fix this instance of a fucking browser that's having problems. Computer, why do you want to give me problems today? I just want to go into theater mode. Back you up a little bit. And yeah, there's a lot of claims on the internet right now that this stalker, this one right now that's been stalking Taiga, that this is the very same guy that has restraining orders against him from Taiga himself. Because Taiga's been through a lot. It's been really hell on this guy since 2002. Nobody fucking leaves him alone. Well, you know, I understand that's part of being a famous creator. But could you imagine being blacklisted by damn near any fucking body? Could you imagine how that feels? Especially when you're blacklisted over false reports of being a pedophile. Constantly attacking people is not cool, man. And I hate to be this way. I really fucking hate to be this way. And I know I've said the F word a shit ton. And it is killing my throat. But I don't really care. This is shit that had to be said. This is shit that I needed off of my chest. And I will probably join Discord after I get done with this rant. After I get done with what I'm talking about. And probably go play games. Because that is 90% of what I do. I didn't want to be involved in drama. I really didn't. But I see a lot of people being targeted over this shit, and it, like I said, it's fucking ridiculous. So, that great risk to me. I give you Taiga's last video that I could find. And I'm going to make sure somebody hears at least part of it. Just give me a second to fix the audio bugs that I am known for having. I gotta squash some of them bugs. It's a shame too, because that music was really crunchy and good. It's been a while since I had decent music on this channel. Let me tell you. Drag this down so that when I go full screen, yay, I hope that worked. I'm going to have to move this back over to my control panel. And good luck erasing this video from the internet because this video is on a lot of places. And Jackie doesn't play Nobody's Fool. Okay, why are you fucking up again? Yeah, I got that. Why are you fucking up? Sometimes I think I just need a screen that says, hey, I'm having technical difficulties because I'm a freaking moron. Fit the screen. That works. What the fuck? Unfortunately, I'm the only person that seems to be standing up for this because I don't like, people being false flagged. I don't give a shit what your preconceptions of somebody is. I don't care what your fucking moral fag standard is for doing this shit. It's fucking retarded. Then yeah, I'm going to swear a lot in this segment. I'm sorry about that. I don't mean to be this, but I have to be this way. Because no matter what I do, no matter what I try to do to change who I am inside, the internet seems to just bring out the greatest and the worst parts of me. The part of me that I tried to leave dead a long fucking time ago. And if that's who the internet wants me to be, that's who I will fucking be. And yeah, it's not fair to this dude. This dude created things that people seemingly enjoyed. This dude was lied about constantly. Yeah, I'm going back in time here. Dude was lied about constantly. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Again, I just really don't care whose bridges I'm burning anymore because I know people that were celebrating him being removed from the internet without even looking into anything of the allegations that they were supposedly moral fagging over. I've been doing research the whole time I've been in bed sick. And do you want to know something? I'm on heavy antibiotics, I'm on steroids, and an inhaler because I couldn't breathe for the last 3 days. There's a little bit of fourth wall breaking. The whole time I have been sitting here reading article after article, thing after thing on every fucking platform. And there's one person I'm omitting, and I'm omitting for a very good reason because while reading into this guy, I don't know what's a lie and what's truth when it comes to this one particular person that was celebrating this. And this is somebody who is tangentially connected to me via hobbies. And yes, I get it. Taiga is lewd. A lot of VTubers are lewd. Do you know why a lot of VTubers are lewd? It's because it's what people watch. In a heartbeat, a lot of VTubers would fucking get over the lewd thing if somebody would watch them for anything other than being lewd. And I myself have shorts that are fucking lewd. I say lewd shit all the fucking time, dude. I am not much better. I'm not going to sit here and judge somebody because their entire thing is being a lewd femboy on the internet when that is what sells. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all. No matter where he goes, he's going to be attacked because of who he is. Because of lies, because of a person that stalked him, a person that literally followed him, that found where he lived, a person that has a police report that, or has a person that has a restraining order against because reasons. Two mods that spent more time, doing adult playtime things to their favorite femboy tiger rather than doing their job. And then went on a vendetta when he removed their mod access and later banned them. Royalty did a very good video on this, and if I think about it, I will add it into the pinned comment down below. Don't count on it, I am a bit of a scatterbrained idiot. And see, that's the other thing. A lot of times when people go off on these type of crusades, they don't realize how much they hurt the person that they're crusading against. Put yourself in those shoes. Really, anybody in chat that's going to sit here and judge me for what I'm saying, what I'm doing, or even what I have opinions on. How would you feel if everything you knew got destroyed because of a bunch of lies, or because of a bunch of crusaders who were moral fagging over the idea that, oh, this guy likes Shota art, this guy likes lolly art? Go fuck yourself. Seriously, do you not have something better on your time to do? Go after actual pedophiles. Did you know the FBI? This is actually a true statement, by the way. The FBI has to send out or things telling people to stop reporting Lolly and Shota constantly because of moral faggotry. And yes, I would have called this moral faggotry and why I hate it a long time ago. And I get that a lot of the people that watch this probably don't like lewd VTubers, probably don't like Taiga or Shy Lily, and it's perfectly okay. You like what you like. Me personally, I have been called several things because my taste in anime. I like things like Girls on Panzer. I like Slice of Life, which, by the way, often falls into the category of I watch anime with normally high school characters in them. I don't really think of them in a lewd direction, it's just what I like. Other than that, I've also told people point blank, I like mecha. You know what the main protagonists of mecha generally are? They're generally shotas and lollies. I don't think about it lewd because, well, I have the sex drive of a fish stick. I really don't find anything attractive like that anymore, but, and that is a side effect of medication. I will admit that. I think. It could also be a side effect of the fact that my body's falling apart. I have made no assumptions here. But when it comes to people attacking somebody, that's where I kind of draw the line on it, man. It's not fucking cool. It never has been cool and it never will be cool. I don't care what your feelings are on why. But this dude has had multiple allegations of being a pedophile, which were found by a court of law to not be true, or were outright told by the people that said that he was a pedophile as they were lying because they felt hurt or something like that, or they were lied to themselves. It's not cool. In fact, if anything, it's really not cool. And I know, I'm just some small VTuber that does this as a hobby because I doubt I will ever be famous. First off, I'm not that good looking and I don't have a lot of money behind me. I can prove that if you really want me to prove that. I can show you exactly how much money I have in my own bank account. And I can show you a lot of things going on behind the scenes, but I don't want the pity grudge, you know? But the thing about this is, when it comes down to it, what's going on here is not cool whatsoever. And I really hate the people that celebrate this stuff. And I know this is a heavy topic, and I'm probably going to lose subscribers on YouTube and followers on Twitch and, followers on X, and I really just don't get it. If you're not going to do research into drama, please don't get involved in drama. Talking about it right now, bro. not coming through. I don't know why the audio decided to stop working there, so we're going to have... I don't know why the audio decided to stop working there, so... Yeah, I don't fucking get that. That is fucking odd. But I've been having this problem for a while. And you're going to hear people screaming in the background because I am screaming and they don't understand not to fucking scream in the fucking background. I might be able to do it this way. This may work. Please work. I hate when I have technical difficulties while I'm trying to stream and people don't want to fucking leave me alone. Yes. Thanks, guy with loud, obnoxious truck. That is exactly what I needed to fucking hear right now. No, I want to go to my channel. I don't... Okay. Let's hope this works this time.
And I'm just perpetually getting mass reported. I could move to any number of sites and that won't stop people from fucking mass reporting me. I could go on Instagram, I could go on Blue Sky, I could make another Twitter account, but at the end of the day, I'm still getting fucking mass reported. You know? At the end of the day, I still have no way to promote these sites now that my YouTube and Twitter and TikTok and everything are gone. It's gone. It's gone. I appreciate the suggestions, and I'm sorry for getting frustrated here, but like I have no way, like I don't know, what is making an Instagram going to do when no one is there to follow it? It just, shit just keeps kind of happening. Like I kind of just can't catch a break. It's over. I kind of needed my YouTube and Twitter. Like I was barely, you know, making ends meet with the YouTube and Twitter, and now they're both gone. And no one cares what I do. No one wants to talk about it. No one.
Bro, I got your back. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got your back. I am nobody. Don't worry about it. Nobody's talking about you. Jackie's not talking about you, obviously. Jackie's talking about you. Jackie's nobody. But, like I said, I wouldn't want anybody to be fucking mass reported. It's bullshit. It's sad. And it's crippling to anybody on social media. Like, especially when that's your only source of income.
No one cares, man. I have spent a fucking absurd amount of money getting this next VTuber model made and trying to get assets for it ready just to have it be something special, and no one's even gonna know about it because like I have no way to promote it. I keep getting deplatformed everywhere I go. Even if every single person on stream followed a new account I made, I'd end up with what, 500 followers? I don't know how to make up an 81,000 deficit or a 200K deficit in the case of YouTube, or a 100K deficit in the case of TikTok. I don't know how to make up that post new account. I could post a new account right now, and as I just said, if I posted it right now, at most I would get 500 new followers, assuming half of them aren't already followed, which I'm gonna go on a limb and say they are. I can make 1 million new fucking accounts. It will not make up for the 400,000 followers that I keep losing, you know? I'm done. I'm bored. I'm sick of this, man. No one will even talk about it. It'll be irrelevant for like a week, if anybody even decides to make a post about it. And then everybody will move on, and nobody will talk about it.
Yeah, just how it goes, right? Because the Crusader mindset, guys, and I hate to say this, but a lot of people fall into this mindset. A lot of people I'm around, a lot of people you're around. And what's even worse than this is the same gun or the same mindset that I've constantly complained about when it comes to gun people. Not the people that own guns, the people that automatically assume that people want to own guns because, well, guns equals violence and you want to kill somebody. That's the only reason you want to own a gun, right? It's the same mindset with the people that are anti-lolly, anti-Shota, or anything like that, or people that just brigade people because, oh, well, somebody once upon a time said that you were a pedophile. Never mind the fact that that was completely overturned. And I'm not saying this, I have no attachment to this VTuber whatsoever. This video actually started off as a completely different thing. This video actually started, well, this stream, what I'm talking about right now, actually started off as a completely different thing. You know, and then I started digging into it. I started looking into it. I started looking through various communities that were talking about it. And I came to the conclusion that the people that were celebrating this never looked into any of the backstory or anything like that. As well as while I was looking through it, there's even worse out there. The people that are attacking him, well, the main three, are people that shouldn't be. Really, get a life.
I've worked, like since I started streaming, you know, I kind of just put everything into it, invested everything into it. Even if I got my Twitter account back and my YouTube back, that's the point though, that's my point. It's not gonna get trending. No one fucking cares, you know? No one who can do anything about it will do anything about it. Like, it's not just literally Twitter, you know? It's kind of more, it's more the fact that I've lost 400,000 fucking followers and I have nothing to goddamn show for it.
I'm sorry you're going through this, and best wishes moving forward.
If it was just like one thing, you know, I'd get it. I'd get it. But it's just like over and over again. I just keep losing like everything I've ever worked for to people who I never met and who didn't know me, who never met me and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking arbitrary and ridiculous. So, I don't know. I don't know what I did in particular to deserve this. Other than not fuck two dudes. Christ. It's good to try to form other outlets of happiness. Yeah, I would love to. I'd fucking love to, dude. I'd fucking love to. You don't think I want to do that? You don't think I'm trying? That's why I'm streaming less, you know? I guess I'm obviously hesitant to just quit, you know? For obvious reasons. This is all I've ever been good at. Voice.
The two dudes that he mentioned, he didn't. It's actually three guys. Two used to be moderators in his Discord, and the other one is a millionaire guy he literally has a restraining order against. This is stuff that you can actually find on the internet. I actually feel for Tia in that one because I've had stuff like that happen to me before, and it is not a good feeling when you have people around you who just pull a 1080 or 180 because, well, like, you know, oh my god, you didn't suck with cock. Well, yeah, no, that actually happens a lot when it comes in any industry. And that's actually where a lot of the allegations started, was because of these two mods. And one really rich guy that Taiga has a restraining order against, who I have a feeling is connected to this vintage archive and femboy archive dude, you know? And just the way I have a feeling about it, I don't know why, I just do.
Actor, you have a strong voice. You don't think they'll just follow me there? And it's like, on one hand, like, yeah, you know, I should probably just fucking quit and go pursue something in real life. But I don't want to, you know? This is like literally the only thing I've ever been good at. This is the only thing I've ever succeeded on my own with. And if I quit now, I let every single one of those worthless fucking cunts on Twitter run my life for the rest of my life. The only time people bother to show up for a stream is when something controversial is happening, like right now. And, you know, the second this blows over, it'll go right back to where we were before. You know? Please enjoy Veld, just think of nothing. I don't know if I can enjoy Veld at this point. Like, I literally don't know if I can. I'm just gonna be thinking about this the entire time. Veld was supposed to be my little vacation, and now I need to worry about getting my fucking account back on top of all of this. On top of my YouTube. On top of everything else. I don't want everything I've done the last couple years to be for nothing. Every day that just kind of seems more and more like what it is. I just don't understand what I did to deserve this for the rest of my fucking life. I love you guys, but I just kinda don't know what the fuck I'm meant to do anymore.
And I hate to say this, but that is true when it comes to content creation. Jackie Wolf is not the first incarnation of myself that has been on YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. Neither is Wirewolf. I had another account, and we're not going to go into what that other account is. I have been forgiven for all of my sins on that other account. I personally choose not to reactivate it. I've had other accounts before. I've had accounts that were popular and famous. I could put a lot of production value into things that I do because, well, I have a background in video editing. I just don't. Because I lost a lot of the flair of what made this great. To me, what made it great was the people that came in every day and watched, wanted to play games with me, wanted to tell their stories or their points of views, wanted to talk to me. A lot of people don't know this. When you're like this, when this is your only outlet, or when this is the only time that you really have fun, or you can actually be mask off, it becomes a lot of connection. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm having feelings on this one. I don't get to be who I actually am on my day to day job. My day to day life, I have to be, the guy, the man, whatever the fuck I am. I have to be strong and courageous and shit like that. I have to deal with things and situations that I don't want to deal with on a daily basis. And people don't really get that. Then I get on the internet and I get to shitpost. I get to have fun and stuff like that. And it's been ruined for me several fucking times in my lifetime. It's been a rocky road. In fact, the only real reason that I am back on the internet in any capacity is literally because of a group of close friends. Yeah, and don't let them know that I'm getting all sappy on this, but it is literally because of a group of close friends. Because I'm sure a lot of you know this. I moved 2,000 miles from where I used to live so I could start over because I had no prospects in life. I had nothing going for me. Hell, there were several times that I would drink a gallon of whiskey, chase that with a bottle of rum, and play Russian roulette. And I'm not talking about video game, I am talking about real life Russian roulette. Before I moved, I was diagnosed with severe depression, anxiety. Doesn't help that I can't really talk to people socially because it's really hard on my body to be social with people. A lot of times I'm just very quiet in person. I don't really have a personality in person. It's easier for me to be quiet because I don't trust anybody. And I kind of know how it feels when stuff is ripped away from you. When you just don't feel like you have a future in anything because no matter where you go, your problems are going to follow you. Mine followed me, even 2,000 miles away. And I'm not talking about anybody in or specific in my case. I've done a lot of bridge burning in my lifetime. I've done a lot of bridge burning because it was necessary, and a lot of bridge burning that I regret doing. But that's the nature of the beast. And I'm losing. I don't really care.
I genuinely, like, how am I meant to exist as a VTuber? You know? How am I meant to do the things that VTubers do when I'm getting mass reported just for existing? If you guys didn't know, earlier in the year, I think early February, I tried to kill myself. And, you know, if it wasn't for my friends at the time, I probably definitely would have. And I spent another 3 months after that just trying to get to a place where, you know, I even felt like doing anything again. And that's when I started getting strikes on my videos. Like, I started uploading again and had a really good video. And then suddenly it just, you know, the whole YouTube channel's gone. The only upside in all of that was that my fucking Twitter account absolutely popped off in the meantime by me, you know, posting about how I lost my YouTube channel. And it kind of felt like for a moment that I wasn't completely fucking alone in the community. And now that's gone too. I'm not gonna do anything stupid though, guys, don't worry. I think I'm okay. I don't know if I can keep streaming, I guess. At least as Taiga, you know? Probably not as anyone else. I genuinely do think I love streaming, you know? VTubing. The amount of times that I've been like this close to actually being happy just for it to be taken all away. Over and over and over again. It's just kind of heartbreaking, I guess. My heart is broken. And respectfully, guys, I'm trying really hard not to get frustrated, but if you could stop just suggesting that I move to an alternate platform, I can't just like it's not like I make an Instagram account and then just gain 100k followers, right? That's time I need to invest. That's work I need to put into network to get the number to go up. It doesn't just appear as I make a new account. I can barely get people to show up to my goddamn fucking streams, let alone building up an entire audience on a new social media platform that'll just be mass reported and taken down again anyway. I can just get another job, and I should just get another job, but there's definitely something very personal to streaming and just kind of like,
Yeah. No, this is exactly my problem with this. You can actually hear in his voice how defeated he feels. How absolutely destroyed he is. GG, guys. You fucking won. All of you people out there that are on the Moral Fag Crusader list, you fucking won. Congratulations. Congratulations. People want to talk about cancel culture. People want to talk about destroying people's lives. And when it happens to them is when they start really reflecting on the things they've done. But they never learn from that experience. They never do. Nobody ever fucking learns. And it's one of the saddest parts of the world, you know? Like, I'm talking to my stream heart to heart right now. And most of you people probably will never go on to even understand anything that I'm saying. Most of you won't even listen to a word that it is that I have to say. Most of you will completely forget everything that I am saying, you know? Because it's convenient for you to just fall in line. It won't happen to me. Mass reporting is gay. Destroying somebody's livelihood is gay. I would be a little bit more forgiving if Taiga was putting out porn. Absolutely. But he wasn't. Yeah, was his streams lewd? Yeah. They kinda are. Did his videos and clips, which by the way, the whole funny thing about this is he never got credit for any of those clips from other sources, which by the way are all up still on YouTube. Were they lewd? Yeah. Was he controversial? Probably. But does it really matter? Why do you care? Why do you moral fag about everything? If you don't like content, don't watch content. If you don't want to see the content, don't watch the content. And this goes for a specific group of people that I have complained about constantly that go out of their way to make people's lives hell. And this specific group of people know who I am. They know exactly what I'm about. And some of them have suggested that I need to lay off of them because it's not fair that I go after them more than I go after I go after people all the damn time. I tell people all the damn time, you need to fucking learn. And sorry if my voice is getting a little low. It's getting another time for another hit off the medicine vape, as it were. And I'm about to have to take another pill because, like I said, I'm sick. Unfortunately. But it is what it is, and it always will be this way. It's not fun. It's not great. It's a terrible existence. Hell, like I said, I have people to go after me all the time for being into this or that because my VTuber model looks young, or because of this or that, without reading any connectivity of me, or looking into any of my friends. And I would be Tika's friend in a heartbeat. I like being a friendly person. I don't like hurting people. But I will call out bad actors if I have to. I don't care if I'm friendly with you or not. And I don't really give a fuck anymore. Because, like I said, the person that caused all this, they attacked multiple people.
This whole scene that, you know, obviously cloud is addictive, but in general, there's something a lot more personal, I feel, to your own little stream, your own little channel, having your own little space, and to have it taken away time after time. You can be a hobby streamer and that's okay. Yeah, I guess that's okay. It's not okay with me, I guess, is the problem. You know? Not to sound ungrateful or entitled or anything like that, but this kind of means everything to me. It just feels like losing, and I guess I hate losing. I guess I really fucking hate losing. I hate that this even has to be the stream that, like, people come to find me on. I'm sorry, survive this, that this has to be the fucking stream you come in on. Like, I hate this shit. It's fucking embarrassing, dude. This is cringe. I'm fucking crying that I'm crying that I lost my fucking Twitter account. It's pathetic. It's pathetic it's that fucking important to me. But it is. I think it's definitely in part just spending a shit ton of money on a debut that now no one will see. I mean, you guys will see it, but nobody will see it, you know? Plenty of people will see it. We'll make it happen, yeah, I'm sure. Plenty of people will see it, but it'll always just be less, you know? It'll always just be less. It just feels like I've worked this work. I've posted on social media. I'm calling it work. Holy fuck. Fucking brain rot. I've networked this hard. I've whatever you call it. We'll say work. I've worked this hard for nothing. I'm sick of the worst fucking people you know just always being covered for, always having an out, never being held accountable, as they get to utterly fucking ruin my life and no one cares. And I
That's exactly how it feels. Like, I'm agreeing with the dude more than I'm not agreeing with the dude, guys. And like I said, this entire thing, the research behind this, originally I was going to go an alternate direction, but the more I looked into it, the more I realized how much this dude actually enjoyed what he was doing. He enjoyed talking to his chat. He enjoyed being around people. Like, it's what he liked doing. And in his mind, that's been destroyed. And I know, like I said, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to sit here and attack me. Guarantee you there's probably already somebody in a Discord post somewhere screaming that I am a terrible person. But yeah, when it comes down to it, it's just one of those things. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this situation. I know I've dealt with this situation with friends. I've dealt with this situation with myself. A lot of people don't know this, but because I showed up on a stream one time with, then he was Arch Warhammer, but now he's Arch Cast or Arch. My analytics, I'm basically shadow banned on most platforms because I talked to somebody one time. You know what else is worse about this? Because I follow certain people on Twitter. Because I talk to certain people on Twitter. My chat seems to have broken. I don't. I can't read that. It says I just got here. Oh no. I'm sorry if I haven't been reacting to chat, but I famously have the worst chat in the world program wise. I have the best chat in the world when it comes to people that talk to me. Because a lot of you people actually do give insights and feelings into things that, well, I don't generally know. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. Doing days of research into this while being sick hasn't really helped my mindset that much. Like, I thought we were over the era of cancellation and stuff. Thank you, Coyote Briggs. I'm sorry I wasn't able to respond to you. The chat or the multi chat program I use is notoriously buggy, and I'm notoriously lazy. Yeah, I don't like Bridge either, but right now I'm talking about a subject that will probably make a lot of people mad. Thank you. Right now I'm talking about a subject that a lot of people don't really want me to talk about. I'm literally talking about the fact that mass reporting chased, yeah, a lewd femboy VTuber tiger off the internet. Oh, so it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, just to catch you up. I'm talking about the taiga situation. which is snowballing into other VTubers now. Anybody that dares talk about it just seems to get canceled. And I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of feel for the dude. I really do. After looking into all the stuff that I thought I knew about him and it all being turned upside down. Yeah. I looked into it too and I don't know anymore. For a long time, I believed what a lot of people were saying about Taiga, but I didn't want to get involved. When I started doing a deep dive into him, I started learning that there's a lot about it. One or two times. It's three. Yeah, all the false allegations that never went anywhere. He's got three false accusers that are reporting. Well, it's probably more than three false accusers. And they're celebrating the fact that they mass reported him off the internet. Further than that, there's all the other stuff that goes on with this. Like, there's a lot of people that remember those false allegations, but never read deeper into it, so they believe that all that was real. And this is literally him saying he's done. Kind of sucks. Then his YouTube banned right after he got his play button. He is still on Twitch and his bits are gone. Yeah, his YouTube is removed. His Twitter's gone, and it doesn't matter. The person that mass reported his Twitter is now threatening to mass report his Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, it's nightmare on steroids. Like, it's the ultimate worst thing that could happen to somebody as a creator. I mean, this is why I said on Twitter that I'm probably going to burn a lot of bridges tonight just because of the things that I'm saying here. I don't give a fuck if somebody likes Lolly and Showed Up Hard. Really don't. Not particularly going to give a fuck about fictional characters. Not my bag. Now, if it's real characters, if it's real people and they're doing that shit to them, yeah, there's a problem there. I have a problem with Chad, man. I don't necessarily have a problem with somebody that has Shota art, Lolly art. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It's not my bag, but I'm not a crusader. I mean, just the way it is. And that's how a lot of these people are justifying it. Well, he had this art, or he had this art, or he did this thing. And it's like, I wish he would somehow sue the mess and slanderers. Truth be told, every time I look everywhere with this guy, art is not real people. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. And that's the problem. A lot of people, I'm going to use the analogy that's probably going to upset a lot of people. When I look at somebody that looks at a gun and tells me it's a weapon of mass murder, because I work on guns for a living. Or if you're the one that gave me the strength to do this. But yeah, when it comes down to it, the analogy, while me and Worf were talking about this in the pre-stream era, the pre-stream today, I figured it out. The reason that a lot of people, and I'm not saying everybody, because this doesn't fit everybody, but anybody that knows me knows I like firearms. I really love firearms. Like, you can ask Worf, the most watched YouTube channels that I watch are like Demolition Ranch, Brandon Herrera. I love firearms. I love learning about firearms. I love working on firearms. I'm constantly tinkering with my firearms. because it's a weird autistic obsession. Yeah, we do. We do need to quit putting up with people that destroy lives over drama, but it'll never happen. As long as you can mass report somebody on any social media site, it's going to be busted. But going back to what I was saying about firearms, I've had people that have talked to me that have seen my AK or my AR and go, "So you own weapons that are designed for killing people? You must daydream about killing people constantly." And I no, I never really think about it that way. I just think about it as a cool tool, something that built societies that we live in today, something that defended homes and stuff like that. I don't really ever sit there and go, I want to kill somebody with this firearm. And the fact that you're sitting here talking about it just kind of makes me suspicious of what your motives are. Because, and this is a little bit that is, yeah, it is a tool. It is no different than a pencil. It is no different than a pen. To me, it is a tool. It is a tool that has a lot of history behind it, a lot of design. I look at a firearm the same way that a trained artist looks at a steam engine. Even before guns, there were bows and arrows and swords. Yeah. But I don't look at a tool and go, well, it's a weapon or it does this. I look at a tool and go, it's a tool. Mm-hmm. They are. Weapons are a key innovation to any animal becoming sapient. I often say that that's one of the tests that really should be looked at is what tools and weapons do these people possess, or do these creatures possess, and how do they use them? For the most part, weapons for most of mankind's history were used to put food on the table and to defend communities. That is what they're for. I make no qualms about that. I just don't look at it and go, I want to kill somebody. I look at it and go, that's neat. That is a piece of human history. Whether it was a good firearm or a bad firearm, it's something that I wish to learn from, and it's because I'm autistic. Unfortunately, I didn't roll train autism, plane autism, or boat autism. I rolled firearm autism. Yeah, they are. And like I said, they're one of my favorite things in the world. I've gotten to where I look at the Crusaders against Lolly and Shota as pretty much the same thing. Because I've seen them go off on somebody posting just a screenshot of an anime that somebody enjoyed. And it's like, well, if you're thinking like that, does doesn't that kind of sound suspicious about you yourself? You, the person that are commenting on all this. Unfortunate guns are fun. Yeah, unfortunate guns are fun. No, I don't know. I've always been very mechanically brained. I mean, I have an engineering degree for God's sakes, and a minor in psychology. I also have an associate's in mass comm. Unfortunately, your gun has to be. I will hurt you. Actually, I don't hate bullpups. Bullpups are one of those things. They're like, it's weird. I don't like shooting them, but I like looking at the innovations that are going on with bullpups. But it's the same thing with like, yeah, I think that's it. I really do. I'm not saying that it's all the anti-lolly crusaders. I really do think that's it, Coyote Briggs. I really do think that it's the people that are so hard against lolly tend to turn out to be pedophiles for some reason, and it's because of that psychological disconnect. And it's kind of funny to me because I know a lot of people in person that get a lot of shit for having lolly art. Yeah, it's all guilt. I know a lot of people in person that get a lot of shit online for having lolly art, and if you were to touch a child anywhere near them, they would probably beat the shit out of you. I've seen it happen a few times. I can't really remember the names, but it does seem like the last Dust protested. Yes, it does. It tends to be that way, and I'm going to be honest with you. In this case, it's literally because Taiga didn't want to. Well, he didn't want to have sex with a few guys. All of this goes back to Taiga did not want to fuck a few guys. Believe it or not. And I'm going to be honest with you, I like Taiga's voice. I really do. Kind of cute. Of course, my computer messed up.
I know you guys care. Like, I know you guys are gonna say you care. And the outpouring of support on Twitter was fucking crazy. Like, when I lost my YouTube channel, I don't know where you all came from. Like, so I know you guys care. And I love you guys. But, fuck, man. When I say no one cares, I kind of just mean the community at large. I'm gonna keep appealing, you know? And I'm sure if I do, I might get it back eventually. I shouldn't act like it's the end of the world. It just feels like it right now. Like, I'm not even, like, saying this to insult anybody. I'm just giving you advice, okay? The VTubers in this community, they are not your friends. Except for when they are. Let's be clear, there are definitely, like, good people here and there. Just keep an eye out, though. Keep a really close eye out.
Yeah.
Because I mean this, like, completely sincerely. About, like, 70% of the people that you meet in this community that are serious about streaming will drop you the second they can. The second they outgrow you, you're gone. The second there's...
So when we... I don't think he would talk to me. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not gonna make any... Yeah, you can. I don't think Taiga uses... Like, I don't use a voice filter. This is actually my voice. The only filter I use is one that negates sound because, well, certain people in the house don't know when not to scream. And they like to get louder whenever I'm streaming for some reason. It's a known fact. But yeah, you can hear a lot of pain in his voice. And be honest with you, I'd give the poor dude a hug. Like, you can ask War if I don't like being touched in real life. And me giving somebody a hug, it's a big deal. I absolutely hate being touched in real life. And I like the guy. I think Tiga just sounds... No. No, he outright admitted that he tried to commit suicide earlier in the year. Like, dude, Tiga, I don't know if you'll ever see this clip. I don't know if anybody would ever give a fuck to send this to you, dude. Definitely would give you a hug and tell you not to give up. I mean, it's meaningless because I'm your budget VTuber. Cut it and, oh, okay. You do it. Because I would give him a hug. I don't give a fuck. Looking into all the stuff that I've looked into over the last few days, dude deserves better. I actually have started finding the dude funny. And I generally don't like lewd tubers. Alex of Flame Jokes, thanks for the follow. Break me out of my mopey session here because, well, it is what it is, I suppose.
Any controversy, you're gone.
Yeah.
And I guess I get it, you know, like, gotta look out for your own to some extent. But I think it goes past that, you know. I think it gets into levels where...
You know what? I don't know, Alex. What is the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? I gotta know. I gotta know, Alex. What's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? Just that was so corny that it actually worked. Thank you, man. I needed that. Or woman. I don't know your. Just thank you. I needed that. Where you put the carrot, I assume. Oh, that's a good one. I really gotta get that bridge chat working again.
It is, like, genuinely just some, like, fucking evil shit.
Yeah. Really
Like, they are using you and nothing else. Don't mix work with personal. That's the problem, though. The VTuber community, they frame it as like, hey, it's personal, you know? This isn't work. I just want to stream and have fun and make friends, you know? This is all fun and games. But when it comes down to it, it's a lie. It's all a lie. And, like, obviously it's a lie. But I just think the lengths that some people will go to convince you that you are friends, absurd. Like, obviously, I should know better. And on some level, like, obviously, you know, they're going to prioritize their streaming career over, you know, doing anything right. No, we got to go after Taiga because he...
How do I spell shop? SHOPPE.
said he liked Gon from Hunter x Hunter when he was a teenager. because of a 2-year age gap. Because as a teenager, I was interested in another teenager. Good fucking lord.
Now what do you do?
But this, and then I have to talk about this shit. I'm forced to talk about this shit, right? I mean, I guess I'm not forced to. I could just be an emotionless husk that doesn't care my life keeps getting ruined. But I'm not, you know? It fucking bothers me. It's so hard not to internalize it. But yeah, I'm forced to talk about this shit.
Yeah,
and then when I do, that's just all I am. I just talk about drama too much, right? Maybe if I wasn't so upset about the way everybody was treating me, maybe then everybody would treat me nicely. Fuck, man.
I don't think I can go through this video anymore. I really don't. Because it really does hurt. I think a lot of people forget that the person behind the VTuber mask is a human. And a lot of times, some of our humanity does show through. Like I said, a lot of people aren't going to like what I have to say. A lot of people are going to hate me because I said that what's been done to Taiga is unfair. It's not right. Whatever. It's just the way it is. I don't know if I necessarily ever want to be famous. Being famous comes with its bags. And I've been around a lot of famous people in my lifetime. I would have a hard time disassociating myself from the me that's on the screen and the me that's in real life. Unfortunately. Nobody gets to choose to be famous. Yeah. But more if you also know the people that I've been around in my lifetime. You know the people I've had connections to. Yes, I know. That is half the reason why we created Cock in the first place, is because I didn't want to fall in the same trap that many people fall into. The report systems online need to have work done against false mass reporting. Yes, yes, they do. Uh, Believe it or not, the report system that I like the most, and even it's flawed, would be Minds.com, where you're put before a jury of other Minds users. I actually enjoy the judicial system. Um, so yeah. Oh yeah, if you're not on, or if you have a Discord account, make sure to join our public server. The link should be either in my description below or on the panels on Twitch. Yeah, but our studio does tend to be very genuine. Damn the consequences. We like being more general or more genuine to people because we would rather build a community. I'm not repeating that, Worf. I'm not repeating that. But even the minds thing can be yes, it can actually. That is the problem. It's the same problem that we were having with free to play systems back in 2012. There was no good free to play system, and even the free to play systems that achieved greatness in 2012 failed. Nothing is perfect. There is always a way to break it. I say that as somebody that has an entire bookshelf in storage of political theory. No political theory is perfect. No theory that created by humanity can be perfect. Nothing is perfect. There will always be somebody that finds a way to break the system. So the easiest onus to put onto somebody is, how do we fix mass reporting? Like like I said, I've been a victim of mass reporting before. I was lucky in that it just caused me not to be able to stream. Yeah, social engineering is a very bad thing. It's a terrible thing. And it's one of those things, like, I don't know anymore. I don't know how I feel about things. I'm losing my mind, and it's probably not a healthy place for me to be at right now. Watching that video brought up a lot of feelings that I've had a long time ago that I don't want to do anymore. I don't want to be that person, but I have to be. Well, it didn't screw me over because I'm not big enough. The people that were attacking me ultimately themselves got in trouble for other things, and a lot of the reports and stuff fell through. And that all fell from me as Wirewolf showing up on a stream with my then friend, or maybe now friend Kibbs. Hi, fat ass. Um, my then friend Kibbs, we showed up on a stream with Arch playing a game. And I don't know if we're still friends or not. Haven't really talked to him in a long time, just kind of grew distant. I focused on other things while he focused on streaming. I was working myself to death because, well, that was my life at the time. I didn't really have an outlet or anything I enjoyed. I enjoy talking to people online. I enjoy making content. But yeah, in many ways, like, this shit really gets to me because of that. I know exactly what it's like to be morally crusaded against. Um, it's not fun. There's another situation kind of interesting with Short Fed Otaku and Gershida. Yeah, I've read through it. And believe it or not, I was there for part of it. So when I started distancing myself from the skeptic community altogether, I used to be fans of a lot of those people. I used to watch their streams and their videos, listen to their podcasts while I was working, stuff like that. And the more involved with them I got, the more I realized that a lot of people just want to fuck you over on the internet, and that's all they care about. Yeah. Oh, I absolutely love Akko. She's been nice to me. Like, her community seems to be genuinely happy, but then again, like I said, it's hard to judge people when you first meet them, first start talking to them. But as far as I'm concerned right now, Akko seems to be fairly okay. Um, but yeah, I've had a lot of people in my lifetime that have done nothing but try to fuck me over. And I've made a lot of friends because of that accidentally. Yeah, sadly it is. Absolutely. Man, it's unfortunate that it is a easy way to get popular on the internet. It's so unfortunate that drama that's misleading can destroy people's lives. I have followed Kersha for a while. And she seems to be genuine in the things that she talks about, and the VTuber model is just like me. It's just kind of the thing. So there's reactions and stuff. And I don't mind shit postery. That's where I got my start. I was originally just a
How's
shit
my
poster on the
audio?
chance. Hold on, Morph, can you say something?
Hello?
Okay.
Oh, there we go. First
There's
seems
some of
cool.
us like, yeah, it is tabloids for celebrities. Unfortunately.
I mean, actually, when you think about it, we're kind of going through what was the growing pains of Hollywood. Like, we're getting to the point where internet people are so popular now that, like, you've got, You got stalkers breaking into their house in the middle of the night. This was all going on when Hollywood became big.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were moral crusades against people, and eventually, the industry tightened ship and just stopped talking about anything, which then eventually devolved into, oh, they're all fucking children.
Yeah.
it's
I
it's
guess
so
you can
weird.
see. I guess you can see why this weighs on me fairly heavily, though.
Well, yeah, I think we're at the oh they're fucking children part because like if you just look at the high end of like YouTube these days, it's become like completely rancid. And then you have all these like low tier creators getting like crusaded against, like they're doing the shit these top creators are doing.
Tabloids are the best example I can make for how people treat VTubers, except for normal celebrities have much better ways to protect their image. Yeah. Well, I don't really have a way to protect my image. At the end of the day, I have my group of friends in the studio we started, but I don't have a big corporate name behind me. It is literally just me. Like, I made the model you see before you, and even then, some of the assets are bought from Booth. I'm not afraid to admit that. I am no artist by no means. And color correction and stuff, I generally send pictures of what I'm working on to Worf, uh, Kai, so on, because I have a hard time with colors.
Yep.
Being
Which is
colorblind
always
kind of
funny.
sucks,
Which is always funny because we keep forgetting that.
right? This is why, like, and I've had people that I was friends with in the past that have done everything in the world to try to destroy me, try to actually end my career, and those people don't stream or make videos anymore, which I actually find sad
Oh yeah.
because I like people making content and expressing themselves. I've always been, you should make content and express yourselves.
Well, you notice whenever like people start going after other people, the people that go after the other person usually get one or two and then they just disappear forever.
Yeah.
It's because people realize what happened, like after the fact. It's just, people always get so caught up in it. It's way too easy to like fall for it.
I'm actually saving up money to get a professionally done VTuber model because I want to do a 2D model instead of this weird amalgamation of 2 and 3D. But that's going to be way down the road.
Yes. And yes.
I think in our current pipeline, we're working on. Yeah, it'll still be the Wolf Fox Boy. That's who I am. The joke behind the Neko model was literally because I did not know how to make I could not make wolf acts. I couldn't make the things that I wanted. Yeah, but that's going to be way down the line. I think currently we're working on. Whose model are we working on currently? I think we're working on Shadow's model currently, actually. Either Shadow's or Fox's, or not Fox, fucking Kai's model. I don't know. I don't keep track of these things. We all pitch in different ways. Hell yeah, Gil. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, does that mean one day that you're going to be the guy laser sniping me in Mech Warrior Online?
Jackie's already that guy.
No, I'm not. I actually am really bad at Mech Warrior games. That's why it's so funny. Tug said he might be on in a few.
Does anyone know what the link to Taiga's channel is?
I'd have to look it up. He doesn't have a YouTube channel anymore. It's been completely wiped.
What about Twitch?
Give me a second. I have to pull up something that I'm actually logged into Twitch on.
There is at least 5 different Taiga VTubers, probably more. This was a very unfortunate name for this one.
He's the original Taiga.
It's very unfortunate.
I'll send it to you. Just give me a second so that. I think it's Tiga Exholic now. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. I'll send it to you. None of his VODs are public though.
Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, I don't blame this guy for running away from the internet. But like, I don't know, part of me just wants to reach out and say if he needs like help with anything, we can't, but we can try.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
opposed to help. I'm not opposed to helping him out any way I can, but I
I'm
can't
just
really help him out much.
I'm just getting so fucking tired of these internet crusades. It needs to stop.
Seriously, dude. Like, I try to use my platform to talk about things. And I have used my platform for things that I probably shouldn't have. For example, I'm permanently banned from the Eve Reddit community because of bring your furry to the dance night. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you people this. Jackie has a fursona, has had a fursona for a very long time. Before being a
Oh
YouTuber,
no.
before being a
Of course
YouTuber, I
he's
was
fucking here. Oh, that's
what?
funny.
What?
I should talk about it live.
I'm not talking about that one.
No. In this Discord, there's someone who I fucked.
That is not information people need to know about.
I'm gonna let them guess.
But yeah, when it comes down to it, I hope the dude survives all the hate, and I hope that things get better for him. Because what? I think my chat just broke again.
Uh-oh. What? Sometimes, when you're on the internet
Yeah,
and
no. My YouTube chat just literally broke. Both clients I use broke. I can't even pull it up on my phone. Oh no. I don't mind furries. It's been as long as it's not Zoof. No, I was never that degenerate. I I was a furry because I didn't really fit in socially in high school. I spent a lot of time on IRCs learning stuff about Linux, and I used to make music. I used to love making music. And then I upset somebody. It's a little bit. Yeah, it's because YouTube chat constantly breaks. YouTube has a lot of problems lately. Like, you can notice this on any creator's channel. Like, my YouTube is set to the lowest possible latency for video. But the chat return, for whatever reason, on me does not work right. And I have a feeling it's because me, myself, stays in trouble. And I don't know why. I'm yapping too much, it seems. It's fine. But no,
Yep.
for people that don't know, this is Worf. He's one of my friends. He streams on Tuesdays.
I don't know if I want to be in the server anymore.
What?
Just don't start drama.
I
So we've
will.
been going. So too, we've been going over the Taiga stuff.
What happened to Taiga?
Is it Taiga? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Thought it was Taiga.
Might be
I
Taiga.
watched a few of his things back in the day. I never really kept up with him much.
I used to. Well, the thing is, like 90% of the clips on YouTube don't even mention who it is.
No. Yeah, his
That was
name. Well, his name used to come up a lot, and then what happened?
He's been scrubbed from the internet.
What happened? Why did he get scrubbed?
Thank you, Coyote Briggs, for following on Twitch. So do you know anything about the stalker situation?
The what?
Taiga had a stalker who has a couple $1 million behind his name
Fuck.
that reportedly drove right in front of his house.
I know Taiga's Canadian,
Yes.
and dude just drove in front of his. That's fucked.
Well, he has a restraining
Especially in
order against
Canada.
him.
Oh yeah, because a piece of paper is gonna protect you.
Yeah, especially in Canada.
Oh my god. Don't even get me started on the quote-unquote self-defense laws in this joke of a country.
Yeah, he wanted that femboy booty.
Well, I say that Wisconsin passed a law that says you're not allowed to defend yourself unless it's, there's absolutely no recourse, and you will be punished by the law if it's found that you could have retreated.
Yeah, that's stupid. The day of array can't come soon enough. No,
Agreed.
my chat,
Just make
my
me.
chat is saying the things that I say constantly in private.
Well, it's true. Dude, we've been getting screwed. Canada is so fucked.
Commie consent.
Cuckdo wants to pass a law that
But-
retroactively will punish me for what I say, but anywho.
So when it comes down to it, Taiga has had his Twitter account completely stripped from him. Every time he or any other platform he makes an account on other than Twitch immediately gets mass reported.
Whoa, what the fuck? So this dude is salty about, being reported on that he's a fucking stalker, and so he decides to basically destroy Taiga's life?
That's just one of them. The other two are Taiga's ex-mods who also wanted a piece of that femboy booty. Because in real life, Taiga's a femboy.
You don't say.
Uh,
I think
I
Taiga used to post up pics of what he really looked like. Well, at least, wearing thigh highs or something like that.
Yeah, he posted a pic of himself in a skirt and a crop top with his silver play button.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's legitimately a femboy, and yeah, I'm not going to go too deep in detail. He's cute, but
So his ex-mods and some literal millionaire with nothing better to do and a pathetic life.
well, his ex-mods were too busy stroking it to their Oshi to do their jobs, got demoted, started a huge complaint, got banned, and started doing the same thing that the millionaire's doing.
Just
Yeah.
shittier.
They also bot rated his Discord, which caused it to be removed.
What the fuck?
Oh god, this is where it's getting even better. And now there's
Oh boy.
there's another one that's just started this who will go after me because of this stream, believe it or not, because he's trying to silence anybody that talks about this. And
Silence these nuts.
has been massively talking about how he's done this stuff. Like, seriously, just.
Get a
And
life.
he's also
They just
said
need
that
to get a life.
says he's going after all of the mythic VTubers.
The
And
who?
what it also mythic. You know, Shy Lily and the bunch. That's Shy Lily's agency. Is
Oh,
mythic.
good fucking. That just seems like a really dumb idea.
Well, it's a quick grift to get famous on the internet.
And then get immediately fucking wrecked.
But beyond that, there's also the fact that this guy who goes by Vintage Bass Archive and Femboy Archive, I think it's Femboy Archive VT, or it might be YT. He asked Taiga to do something with his, or do something with, promote one of his videos or something like that.
The clip guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what Taiga say? Like no or something?
Somebody in Taiga's stream started making fun of him. So he just started getting, or he got violent towards Taiga. So it ends up being one of those situations where does it really matter? Like, the only promotion, like my streams get promoted across few Discords, right?
Mm.
Most of which I'm friendly to.
Mm.
And I ask people to like, or to hit that like button on YouTube and the chat on Twitch because that's how you promote things.
E.
And share. You know, if you think somebody will enjoy this, please share it. That's how I grow. I don't have money for ad campaigns and stuff like that. But without my access to other forms of social media, I have no way of sharing my content. So if you have somebody that is basically locked into his Twitch channel, cannot exist on any other platform. Welcome back, Alex. Cannot exist on any other platform, then guess what? He can't promote his stuff. And I actually find Taiga funny. I know he's lewd, but actually, looking through all of his stuff, I do find it funny. Yeah, they just kind of ruined Taiga. And Taiga even admitted himself that he's been having depressive episodes, even thinking about offing himself.
Damn.
Don't like getting heavy. You were one of the ones that had to deal with me when I was going through a massive depressive episode too.
It's just having him driven to that simply because, you know, they find they didn't get what they wanted from him, so they decide to destroy him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why would you want to do that to somebody?
Because they're petty.
No. And I'm going to be honest with you. I make no qualms about it. I try not to be petty. But I've had my episodes where I've been petty. Where I've said things that I probably shouldn't have said. A lot of times I feel like
dueling
shit
should
too.
be allowed to be a thing. We should bring back dueling.
But, you know, believe it or not, this video started because I was looking into a Warhammer Twitter background or this stream.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm gonna be honest with you, looking into his stream or looking into his background and stuff, it's the one that caused the mass outrage at Bowman again.
I mean, look, Bowman, I love you, but you bring a lot of it on yourself.
He does. I still love Bowman. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, he's great.
I never interact with him one way or another. All I know is that occasionally he, blocks people, and he's kind of divisive.
Yes.
But
He's bad about going off half cocked. And I've told that to him to his face. You're really bad about going off half cocked without the whole backstory or the whole story behind it.
But he is fun.
The Amazon show has been delayed till December, from what I have gathered, which means it may get canceled.
I heard a rumor they still haven't even written it.
I've heard that rumor too. I cannot confirm this rumor because I do not have contact.
Hey, Amazon, if you need someone to write a 40K story, I've got one for you. I've got a real good one for you.
I actually know a few people that could write a really good 40K story.
It would be a mind fuck if they let me touch that setting.
Yeah, Henry can't catch a break. I think it's pronounced civil. I bet Henry has a fan fiction somewhere. He seems like the kind of guy that would. Yeah, he probably does. Honestly, what I said in the beginning when I heard that Amazon was looking to produce a 40K show is they should just turn. God, I'm blanking on the name. The 007 character, Inquisitor guy. Can't think of the name.
Typhus Kane.
Eisenhorn.
Well, I think if Amazon is thinking about getting involved in 40K, they should just turn 180 degrees and fuck off.
I think if anybody was developing a show or a movie for Warhammer 40K, one of the best ways to show it off would be Eisenhorn. It's one of my favorite book series out of 40K.
Well, we had a guy that was developing a one-man thing of, 40K. And then GW decided to crack down on all fan animations because they're a bunch of useless dickheads like that.
Absolutely, Gil. That's all he's wanted to do. Or the unification.
You gotta feel fucking bad for Cavill. He has literally worked on basically doing his, life stream of being a fan that gets to be the characters that he read about in comic books and played in video games. And every time he's tried to do it, major corporate media has completely fucked him over.
I'd love to see stories about the unification of Earth with the that would be cool as fuck too, because there's a lot of lore there. There's a lot of deep lore there. But
I want to do a story on like the chaos tank that's on Earth.
It's like I heard rumors that Amazon was trying to do a BattleTech thing, and I was like, well, the easiest way to do a BattleTech thing would be Justin Allard Liao. Do his entire backstory.
That's something not really touched in setting is there is a lot of chaos on Earth. Like a lot. That there are the entire planet's a city. And since the Horus Heresy, that the planet's been tainted. And there is a constant war going on.
Can you imagine how big that Underhive is?
Yeah. It's like insane. And it would be, they want to do Custodes, right? And it would be such a fucking cool plot to have like the Custodes uncovering like a massive conspiracy that would destroy the whole of Terra.
You could even play it off to have that stupid female Custodes just be a changeling.
Yes, that would be amazing.
You could save so much by spinning it just right. But no, we all know that GW doesn't have that capacity. Not anymore.
GW doesn't have any capacity.
I mean, you could do Necromunda. Like Necromunda would be. You could do Necromunda as like the old Wild West shows like Bonanza. You could have a funny spin on Necromunda, and it would be one of the most popular TV shows ever.
I still want a book written entirely from the orc perspective, in Orcish.
Well, yeah, but you're also the mad orc war chef boss.
I fail to see how that matters. You
For
say this like I sort of biased.
that being said, like, yeah, Took is the guy that runs the food channel on the Discord. Because we thought it would be hilarious to have a war boss that turned chef because he wanted to start fighting wars on a new front.
He heard about this one random Yumi called Gordon Ramsay just screaming at people and thought to himself, you know what? That's the right thing to do, that is.
Or the adventures of Calphus Kane stumbling his way to success with massive imposter syndrome.
It's just Mr. Magoo and 40k.
Yo, that would be awesome though.
Yeah, but instead of Mr. Magoo, it's Caiaphas Cade just, like, goofing his way through a battlefield and somehow massacring an entire Nid invasion.
Wasn't that kind of what what
Yeah,
was it? TPS was doing with Caiaphas?
it's because the way that I have to capture Discord. Me
Man.
and Discord don't get along very well.
Has anyone noticed how 40k has kind of fallen off the face of culture ever since the fucking TTS ended?
Again, GW killed its own hype. They had the perfect storm. They had lightning in a bottle. They were poised to take culture by storm, and their response was to kill fan. was to kill fan animations.
Shut it down!
So they could put it all on Warhammer Plus, not YouTube, a subscription service on their website you could only find by going through their esoteric fucking goddamn systems.
Yeah.
It's actually appalling what fucking happened there.
That is the definition of design by committee.
Uh-huh. They can literally shoot the golden goose and they burn it. Yeah,
they shot the golden goose, and then they just fired it over a mountain, and just for good measure, they orbitably bombarded the other side.
And then they dropped a virus bomb on it, just to be sure.
Yeah. But when it comes down to it, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just joking around and stuff's helping, but I still feel really fucking bad for Taiga. Or Taiga, however it's pronounced.
Well, hopefully he can get his accounts recovered.
Well, the dude that mass reported him on Twitter is threatening his Twitch account.
And YouTube's notoriously shit response times. The fact that no one's gonna cover anything because they find him distasteful.
The only people I know that's covered it are a bunch of no-names, and I believe Mama Akko is looking into it.
Well, if Mama Akko looks into it, then it might get its way up to Kirsha and Rev.
Taiga is how I've always heard it. Yeah. The problem is like, I don't know what language inflection he's using. Because if it's the same as... So they know who he is?
Taiga.
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 Taiga. Taiga.
Taiga.
Well, it's because there's another thing. I know there's an animal named Taiga something or something. Give me a minute.
Well, his is after the biome, which is Taiga. But it may be Taiga. So yeah, I actually hope that somebody big picks it up because it would be funny. It'd be great. I don't like my space being limited to who you can see based off of one to, I think we've named a total of 5 people attacking him. I don't like that at all.
Oh yeah, I got some. It was some dude on the Twatters and who got unveiled to be a literal pedo anyway. Who was saying that it was a good thing that Taiga got banned. And then everybody in the comment section is just roasting this bastard.
The one I think it is?
Guard bro.
Yeah, he's not actually a pedophile. I looked into those allegations. However, he is a hypocrite. I'm not going to lie about that. He is a hypocrite.
Oh?
Yeah. So the reason he was celebrating this, right, is he's on this long crusade about Lolly. He's been on this long crusade about Lolly. And as soon as I can find his tweet, I don't want to go into the threads that I had to go into to look into this dude.
Oh, that. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, I had to go into some deep, deep places.
Oh, you're getting deep in there, huh?
Yeah,
So that was bad.
that was terrible, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
I always am.
But yeah, I had to go into some deep places for this dude. I see we have control of our studio account again. That's great.
Yep. I found the password.
Let me guess, in my DMs?
Yep. In fact, you DM'd it to me. How did we lose this?
Because I'm notorious for not keeping up with things, and I have changed computers since then.
Okay, well, make sure to get that back on there. We should be retweeting our talent.
I'm aware. Especially since, we tend not to be like other streamers, and the only people looking on, or the only people that are helping us are, oh, I forgot. I hate YouTube's UI, or not YouTube, fucking Twitter's UI sometimes. I hate YouTube's UI even more. Don't get me wrong. And I have publicly stated multiple times that I hate,
You got it. You got this. I believe in you. What do you hate?
I absolutely hate Rumble's fucking, UI.
Life is pain I hate.
But, yeah. No, Guard Bro's not a pedophile. Did you burn bridges yet? Yeah, I've burnt a bridge. I already tell you I
No
burnt a bridge.
Luana?
worries.
I don't care. That person's going to crusade and keep crusading, and I keep telling him to stop. It's not worth it. Because all the do you know who I'm talking about?
I literally have no idea what's going on.
Because Taiga is heavily tied to Shota and Lolly content.
Yeah, he does have a Hunter x Hunter channel in his server. That's pretty funny. Damn good anime.
Yeah,
And a gay.
one of my friend, or one of the people that were probably friends with me, probably now hates my guts, and I don't give a fuck. Because what I said is true. Mass reporting's gay, and I don't care about your moral faggotry. And that's all it is, really, at the end of the day, is moral faggotry. And there's a lot of those people that are anti and that are out there crusading against people. That are out there destroying people because of the things that they post. That are worse. And there are sometimes that you do a very bad thing. Like I said, I dug into Guard Bro because he was celebrating it, right? The only thing I can say, the only thing I can tell you about Guard Bro is he's a hypocrite. And not only has it's grandstanding, they defend against Ali or Shota, but will defend. That's the other problem I'm having with this because I've seen a lot of people that have been defending Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson, both of which have had massive leaks. That I was working on a script for a video of. I lost because we had a minor power outage due to storm.
Oh no, that killed a script!
Yes, that's killed a script for a video.
I can hear him screaming internally.
Well, yeah, well, you can. Worf's been telling me I need to do more scripted content.
Yes, you do. I agree.
Because I need to get back to writing that. While I was writing it, we lost power, and
God damn it! No!
I didn't want to get into it. But yeah, no, that's the other problem I have. There's a lot of people that are defending Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson, and you can pull up their tweets. You know, people that have literal evidence of what they have done. Of course, that's all being expunged from the internet because if you got money, you know, hate to be that way, but it's true. But all the problems that are going on with Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson, they're actively defending and they're going after people like Taiga. They're going after people like me. Yeah. I like how he started off as a Minecraft channel. Oh god, don't even get me started.
Oh
It's
god.
the eyes.
Minecraft channels.
Wait. Oh my god, did Mr. Beast start off as a Minecraft channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, why is it always a Minecraft channel?
Because why do Minecraft tubers all end up pedos? Did they just? Is it just like they saw a bunch of kids into this, so they started making the content?
Notch curse his game.
Well, the thing is it's not all
sells it to
Minecraft channels.
Microsoft.
Like, I'm going to be honest with you, I doubt Direwolf20 is a pedophile.
Yeah, Direwolf's a cool fucking guy, though.
He's been making the same exact style of content for.
If it did come out, though, that he was one, like, I'm not making any accusations here, but if it did come out that he was one, it would be par for the course.
Yeah. But no, like,
I didn't really expect to see this counter appear in my live feed, but here we are.
But yeah, when it comes to...
Wait, there's a counter for how many fucking Minecraft YouTubers?
Yes, and unfortunately...
Well,
unfortunately,
for Minecraft YouTubers.
There's one on that list that shouldn't be on that list. I can't ever remember his name, but there's one on that list that shouldn't be on that list because she was 18.
Well, there's separate counters. There's one for politicians who rail against this sort of thing, who are then later be found on the Epstein flight logs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's also a common thing.
Way more common. And then there's their Hollywood figures. That's also a fun one.
There was a reason I never liked... I used to play Minecraft.
Honestly, I'd still like to play Minecraft. I'm just not paying for it because fuck Microsoft. I hate Microsoft so much I'm learning Linux for my next computer. I just gotta wait 2 weeks.
Terraria is fairly fun, yeah. Epstein in my laundry didn't hang itself. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Epstein, what?
Epstein in my laundry didn't hang itself.
Huh?
Epstein, my laundry didn't hang itself.
Especially
Damn,
if you
who
watch
hung
that
your laundry?
especially if you watch that Steven Crowder video.
Yeah.
Oh god. What's Crowder up to these days?
No, Crowder literally reenacted how they said Epstein killed himself. And
Oh
it
yeah,
was
I
Yeah,
remember that.
and
That
it
was
turns
fucking
out nothing
funny.
happened.
Mhm.
Speaking of, did you
well,
know
he
that
Oh yeah,
got
Canada has our own version of
the
that?
only way it works is if he did like a fucking backflip.
See, have you guys heard about the guy we had up here in Canada who fed prostitutes to pigs?
yes.
Picked him.
Bruh.
So he was kind of our version of Epstein because he was in prison, and the local law enforcement really never checked up on this guy despite multiple tips to everything. And there was rumors that he was bed with local politicians as sort of a disposal unit. He
Mhm.
said he was going to write a book, and then all of a sudden his cellmate just up and shanked him one day, which is odd because they were good friends and they had had no problems.
Mhm.
Also, it's suspected that he's not actually dead because you can't access the prison where his body's being held because it's been cut off.
There's feeding a woman to pigs, and then there's child pedestry. Yes, unfortunately, there is a difference between being Jack the Ripper and being a PDF. Because the algorithm doesn't like the other word very much.
Isn't it that fun? You can't say, you know, one of the most horrific crimes you could do, but all of a sudden, but I could talk about a dude literally feeding people to pigs.
Yeah.
Mhm. Twitch doesn't really have a problem with it. It's only YouTube.
Well,
Rumble?
Oh, thank God for double
YouTube is
standards.
run by someone who probably visited, you know.
Maybe.
The issue is
Allegedly.
we still don't have the fucking like list. They
Do you
just
They
want to
could
know?
release at any time, but
Do you
refuse
want
to
to know
do
what
so.
Steven? YouTube is ran by a certain tribe. Yes, they are ran by a certain spearman group. Activate them almonds. Um,
yeah.
what's even funnier than that is talking about the stuff on Rumble will actually get you promoted in the algorithm because Rumble likes people shouting the shit out.
Of course they do.
Rumble, all controversy is good controversy.
It's weird to me, like when you look at Rumble's algo versus YouTube's algo, it's completely different. Now, Twitch's algorithm is completely based off weight. Like the more people I have in
so
chat,
the fatter you are, the better you're.
Oh, that's not fair. No one's going to be able to compete against America.
No one's able to compete against Lizzo, that's for sure.
Oh my God.
hey,
Lizzo becomes the #1 Twitch streamer overnight by sheer
it's
girth
weird to me
alone.
that Ted K was right. The way he had to get his message across, not so much. Yeah,
I
I've said that
honestly
a few
just
times.
listened to the audiobook of that today.
I've actually said that a few times. There's a lot that I agree with Uncle Dad about. There's a lot that I disagree with. I don't have a problem with technology, but I do have a problem with the fact that technology has taken over the entirety of our world. Humans don't interact anymore.
Well, he
Not
got it
that
right when he said that it reduces all of us to just cogs, whether consciously or unconsciously, but he also asserts that technology once introduced can never be taken back, but then says we just need to tear it all down. But it doesn't work that way.
it doesn't.
You know, there's the whole MK Ultra thing that happened with that guy.
There was a
Yeah.
lot of that present in certain bits of it once you listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, I have no qualms about it. I am probably going to be reported across all platforms when sad people find out about this.
Oh, it's fine.
I don't have.
Who gives a
I have
fuck?
literally nothing to steal, and I live in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, I live in a Second Amendment friendly state.
Yep. Yep. Just a warning to anyone.
Oh, look, and there's the stalker again.
That
You got him this
the
time. 30 degrees north, 2 degrees longitude.
What do you think, boys?
Send it.
Wanted shot or send it?
Just hold my beer.
Cody Briggs, I don't think anything's going to come of it because the moment the guy started bragging about it means that any 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 manager with any social media network should be flagging his accounts as possible harassment campaigns.
Well, that's what we really need on the internet, right? I think we need like a reverse
Trump
report
need-
button. No, a
Well-
reverse report button.
Well,
Basically,
no, Trump was going to introduce an internet bill of rights.
no. But here, shut up. Listen,
I do need to read
all
chaos.
all these banned channels, they still have a page, right? It's just you can't get there. What we need to do is have a button that says report harassment, and what you make your case to whatever moderator there that there is actually a harassment campaign going on, and these mass reports are probably bots.
So I know you've never been banned off a social network. You do actually have that. You do have
Oh.
a way to, yeah, you do have a way to counter report. The
I would say
problem
we
is,
bring back dueling.
Well, I have been banned. It's just I threw those counts away.
No. We need to bring back dueling. And since YouTube and Google are so fucking rich, they could totally facilitate this. You could issue a duel challenge to somebody who has mass reported you, and then Google and them will fly you to like an arena or something. And then, of course, it'll be live streamed because
Yes, we
we
need
gotta
to-
monetize
We need
this
to
shit.
take over a small
This is-
island
is this
nation
a
and
pol-
legalize blood sports.
it didn't start off as a political VTuber stream, but I am known for being a political VTuber.
Listen,
What does this have to do with politics? I want dueling to
Legalize
come back. And
blood
we're gonna get
You-
some like Coliseum
you know
numbers.
what? You know what? Gil said he needs Max.
All right, it's mech time.
It's Mag time. Don't worry,
Rule of
too.
cool.
Don't worry, too.
Mechs are really cool, but logistically, they're the stupidest fucking thing you could possibly have on a battlefield.
Well, maybe I just want to play with Max. You ever thought about that?
Oh, God.
I've
I
had
love the
Mech War-
idea of mechs. Don't get me wrong. I love them. Until we can find something that's somehow better than steel, they're just giant walking artillery shots.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a mech. Great. Artillery battery. Fire.
So
Dear
what you're
grid coordinates.
so what you're saying is when you get your new computer up and running, you're not going to play Mech Warrior 5 with me?
I didn't say that. I also don't have Mech Warrior 5. Also, that's kind of down the list next to Armored Core 6. But right now, my top priority is going back to Elden Ring because Moog is a bitch, and I want to tell him that to his fucking face after killing my computer.
Do
I'm
it.
still salty about that. He hit me so hard in Elden Ring, he killed my processor.
Well, the thing is Mech Warrior 5 Clans is around the corner. And it's supposed to allow 5-player co-op.
Why you gotta do this to me? Okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, once I get the new computer, I still gotta like order in
It's-
everything.
I think
I'm
it's like,
staring at my video card.
I think it comes out in October. The next game or next new game that I have on my list is Gundam Breakers 4. Oh yeah, I'm laughing about Max.
Max is here? Oh god.
Not Max, Max.
Max.
You know exactly what
Mitch.
people should know exactly what I love by now. I love Max.
Yes, we know you love Max.
No. I don't know
You
what
buy
I
him up every night.
don't buy anybody off anymore. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not evil.
She lied like a cheap Chinese rug.
You want to play I've been playing through Cyberpunk 2077 again. I don't dare stream it because I don't ever do anything that would be stream friendly.
Oh. Check has got all of the porn mods.
No. You don't need porn mods with Cyberpunk 2077.
All of them.
Well, you don't need them, but that doesn't.
No.
What was it? That picture? Somebody had like a big fucking huntsman spider in their computer. Like it got it hopped in there. It was right in front of the processor, and the caption just reads, "This motherfucker about to experience Skyrim on realism with 80+ porn mods."
That sounds
And
about
this
right.
poor motherfucker's right in front of the goddamn processor fan. I'm like, he gonna
No!
cook. He gonna cook instantly.
No!
I'm going to be honest with you. I do actually play a Fuda in Cyberpunk.
Your viewership is about to skyrocket.
Yes,
I'm not
Jackie is
playing.
very gay.
I'm not playing Cyberpunk.
You are the cyberpunk.
I just shared my screen into what I've had open the whole time because this is how I deal with stress.
Dress, what a mess.
I play MechWarrior Online or MechWarrior 5, whichever one I feel like playing at that point in time. Yeah. Thank you. It's my custom build of a Wolfhound. It's based off Granner. Can you spin it around? I could have before I hit start match. It's based off Granner, but it's a stealth pop build. Believe it or not, I grew up with Battletech, guys. Battletech will always be one of my favorite things
You
because
like
it's,
Battletech, guys?
well, it was the first place I could go where I wasn't judged for how I looked.
Yeah. I'm sure the game store was lusting over you.
No, not really.
Hmm.
It was the one place I could go and play a game and I didn't have to deal with, people complaining about what I dated and stuff. It was just, hey, come to the table and have fun.
See, that's why I'm so fucking tired of this this it's mostly Christian, right? Crusade against I guess degeneracy. I don't even know what these people want. But nerd spaces were always supposed to be, hey, we're outsiders, we're doing our own thing. We don't want to fuck with you guys, fuck off.
Hmm?
And once again, like they always do, fucking normies and weird people just push their way into the space and go on a crusade against the people who made the space for themselves.
Yeah, it's the cycle of diversity.
The one good
People
thing
who
about
escape make their own thing.
the one good thing about MechWarrior Online is it's free to play. The one bad thing about MechWarrior Online is it's not the best example of a mech game. MechWarrior is very slow, and MechWarrior Online tends to be sped up. But it's been my crack here lately because I'm angry about the pools in the First Descendant, and from what I've seen in modern Warframe, I just can't get into it anymore.
I can play Warframe as of late. It's actually not that bad.
I grew up with anime and different. I grew up with anime. I didn't really grow up with Yu-Gi-Oh. I was a Magic player. I blame Big Bang Theory, Marvel movies for ruining hobby spaces. To
I
be
believe
fair,
mainstream is the biggest issue.
I blame a lot of things for problems in the hobby spaces.
Big Bang Theory definitely did not help, though.
Oh god! Have you ever listened to Big Bang Theory without the
Yes,
laugh track?
my family watches it religiously.
No, you ever heard it without the laugh track? It's just a bunch of nerd references. It makes
Yeah.
no sense, and it absolutely should not be on the air.
No, there is a story there. Okay, so I'm gonna defend Big Bang Theory for a second.
Oh.
If you watch like a random like bit from that show, yeah, it's garbage. But like the overall narrative is basically a bunch of autistic fuck ups are trying to like do something with their lives while nothing they do really matters. There is a story there. Is it a good story? I don't know. I was forced to watch it, but there is a story.
Yeah, feminism, identity politics. Actually, what ultimately destroyed BattleTech is the opposite of what's destroying Games Workshop. FASA didn't know how to protect itself and was constantly under assault. And then Microsoft created some of the best games in the world with BattleTech's IP, and then forgot about it. And yes, Big Bang Theory is nerd Seinfeld. I don't understand it. Don't particularly like it. It just feels like reference.
Seinfeld had jokes.
No,
It
there are jokes. There's a couple really good bits in that show. One of the characters is basically a nerd pervert who lives with his Jewish mother, and it's one of the only shows on mainstream television that makes actual Jew jokes.
Well, yeah, but it makes the safer work kind of joke.
True, true. Oh, I was forced to watch it. It's not the worst thing on television. Probably why it's one of the most popular shows of all time, because just good enough is usually enough for normies.
The one downside of stealth builds is I can't use targeting very well.
Ugh, normies were a mistake.
They are. Sorry, I'm a radical centrist when it comes to media.
Well, yeah, but you kind of have to be these days, right? You can't say anything that would be pushing the line, like...
I think it's actually pushing the line to say, Big Bang Theory isn't the worst shit ever.
It's not. It's just not my thing. I just never could get into it. So I never got into it.
I think my favorite plot in that show is one of the characters basically gets a science grant to, like, study out of the North Pole, and for the rest of the season, it's just cutting back to them going slowly fucking insane because the only person they have to talk to is, like, a really stupid woman.
Oh, yeah. I guess stealth doesn't make sense anymore. I guess I can open back up.
Left arm critical damage.
Let me free, damn it.
God damn, I don't think I've watched any modern television in like years.
Left arm destroyed.
DC Titans, which show is
Right
that?
arm
Did that just come
critical
out?
damage.
Because I think I
Left
keep seeing that
torso
on
critical
Twitter.
damage.
Oh no.
And that's the problem with playing a pop mech. You die really quickly. Yeah, no, when it comes down to it, I haven't watched any... I think the most modern stuff I've watched came out of Japan.
I watched
Oh, definitely.
3 episodes of the Harley Quinn isekai shit just to see what the fuck they were doing. It was not good.
I did see that.
Did you
art-
see? Did you see who the fucking main character hero of the Kingdom guy is?
No.
He's like a balding gay guy with a pink hair. It's so weird. It's like they tried to make a white man look as awful as possible.
That Ruby X Justice League crossover was just cringe. Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I feel bad for Japan because they're getting infected with the Californians,
Well,
essentially.
Some people actually asked me about this. For a very long time in my Twitter bio, it said new half. And
Oh yeah, that term.
I had to change it because I was required to by Twitter. Because somebody reported me for transphobia. This was before Musk Twitter. That's not but the reason it said new half is because in Japan they actually have never had a problem with transgenderism. They just call them new halves. It's the new half of your life.
There's a bunch of different things that they have for that. They're actually really nuanced.
Technically, I'd be an Okama.
I thought you were what?
Wait, aren't you trans? Technically, I'm actually intersex.
No, I am definitely an Okama. I need to shave. Help. We don't have a shower, and it is very hard to shave without a shower.
Yes, I am trans, but I'm also. It's complicated what I am.
Why do you need a shower to shave?
I get body hair like some people get head hair.
We have a new hot water heater coming next week.
Yep, I bought it. I know it's coming.
I got my family's hair growth gene. My hair grows really fucking slow.
Oh yeah, pro tip for anyone who can't whose house doesn't have enough power to run a conventional water heater, they make propane ones for about $100.
Yeah, it's almost like liquid natural gas and other things were way better, and now everything's bullshit.
Well, they are explosive, so you gotta be careful there.
Oh, I was just saying,
I feel that if I want
You
to
know
take
what?
that risk,
One
that should
second
totally
you're
be on
taking
me.
a shower, and next second you're on
Yeah.
fire. You know, the water helps, but you are still being blown up.
Look at it this way:
I ain't
if it
afraid
blows
to
up,
go trans unless they identify as a bear.
Well, see, that's kind of what an Okama is, right?
listen,
So-
look at it this way: if your shower blows up, you're not going to be alive to care. You know, silver linings.
Yeah,
No, see, that's the issue. Is I'll be covered in water, so I will actually have fire resistance as a stat.
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about fire. See, you're thinking about the flammable aspect. I'm thinking about the tile that's being turned into
I always-
shrapnel.
This
I
is
always preferred
true.
the Decepticons anyway.
I wonder if I get blast resistance by the shower wall, though.
No,
Um,
that's only going to protect you from the concussion wave. The rest of it's just going to rip through your body like a fucking shotgun.
so
This just sounds really painful.
two
I'm
of
gonna need to
my
up my stats.
two of my closest friends in the world are. Well, three of my closest friends in the world are intersex.
Reactor online.
And no, I'm not giving you names,
Sensors
but they are my close.
online.
They know more
Weapons
about me
online.
personally than even Worf does.
All
Yep.
systems nominal.
I've seen your tits.
Get to the target and capture it.
Oh, man, I love Johnny Knoxville. And trust me, my identity on the internet has caused me a lot of grief too.
My identity on the internet has made people very mad, which has been very funny for me.
I am a literal who, and I am content in that position.
Yes. For now.
No.
Yep. Duke, I'm putting down a $1 million advertising campaign for your brand.
God, what a waste of $1 million.
Where the fuck did we get $1 million from?
You should
just
just give
just
me the $1
emailed me. I'm
million.
making
I
the
will
new 40K
totally
show.
spend that $1 million on an ad campaign. I promise.
Oh, I don't dedicate people. I don't give a fuck what people call me. You can call me he, she, whatever.
Damn it, no one cared that I
Target
continued the
acquired.
bit.
Nope, it wasn't a good bit.
It was a bad
should-
bit.
Yeah, it was a bad bit. You should be ashamed.
Target acquired.
You should be ashamed. He's in the same household. Just go throw something at him.
No, do not. I'm
I can't
push to
do
talk. Stream won't hear you.
I can't
New
do that.
target acquired.
It's not marketable.
Do you two just throw plushies at each other?
No.
I don't have plushies to throw.
Magazines, whatever.
New target.
That would hurt. All of my magazines are made out of steel.
That seems like a wharf problem.
Target acquired. New target acquired. Left torso.
Becky is a cute dork.
Don't be telling people I'm cute.
But also, you can't hug her because she'll hate you.
Left torso
Normally, you gotta pay for that sort of treatment.
I try to.
Honestly, you just seem like a cute dork. Yeah, I kinda am a cute dork. I
See,
will
if
call you
enough people
Jackie.
tell it to her, and then we can brainwash her into believing it.
I don't know what I believe anymore.
I
believe
We'll
that
have
I got-
positive mental health,
I do need more positive
even if we
mental
have
health.
to gaslight you into it.
I believe our glorious god Fenrir will come down and break his chains and destroy the rot of this world. That's what I believe.
Why the fuck do I have to buy USB 2.0 to 3.2 Gen 1 header extensions?
I have no idea. I don't have any header extensions on mine. I do
Does
have
it
an
even matter?
well, it depends. Some internal components may need specific USB things.
Oh, god damn it. I
On
think it's
mine,
just the ports on the tower.
my entire motherboard is USB 3.3 with an update to 3.4.
I'll send you my. I can just send you my motherboard.
Yeah, I'll look over it. I do have an RGB controller in mine, but that RGB controller also controls the fan speed on my water cooler.
I'm debating a water cooler.
It was a pain in the ass to set up, but honestly, I'm enjoying it because it's like 90 degrees outside and my CPU temp's barely 25 Celsius.
See, that tempts me into it because it's only $100 extra, and it would honestly save me $50 on fans instead.
Well, you also have to remember I'm running one of the biggest water coolers you can put in the computer.
Mine's only $100.
Well, yeah, you've seen the specs on my computer.
Oh yeah, the thing that that I'm fairly certain would probably,
The
you
thing
could
that
probably use that.
the
Go ahead.
fire elemental. Yes.
The small demon that you've harnessed, slammed into a computer case, and tortured for eternity.
10,000 years of pain! When that demon gets loose, though, we're all fucked.
Yeah,
What
that
are you
sounds like a
talking about?
10,000 years ahead in the future problem.
What are you talking about? My demon loves me. That's the great thing about my computer. It loves me. Well, World's Grave didn't love me. That was the last computer. This is Arctic Grave.
Right, you name your computers.
Hmm?
I can't judge, I named my car.
Oh, my car has a name, but I can't say it.
No, say it. No, it'll
Well,
be
now I'm
funny.
curious.
Yeah, it'll be funny. Just say
No,
it.
I don't feel
Oh,
like
fuck.
it.
My first car, I traveled across Canada and got it. By the time I was done with it, the car, no matter what, it would always pull to the left. So I called it what I call it, the Gulag wagon.
Go
The
wagon.
Yeah, because it
wagon.
always went to the left.
Um,
And then I hit something, and then it started pulling to the right, so I started having to call it the alt-right mobile.
so the truck that car replaced was named How the fuck? Well, I bought the truck as basically scrap. The truck had been wrecked 3 times and I didn't have the money to buy buy a vehicle that was in better condition.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Right. And being from rural Appalachia, if it works is a good motto to have when it comes to vehicles.
I've always been like that. I don't understand people that are like, I need to have like 16 things and go 50. Listen, I need to get from point A to point B, and I need to do it cheap.
Oh
I need
no,
to get from point B to point C.
Worf
I
can
don't know
tell
where I
you,
am.
we were looking at like a 1970s Ford F100 and I absolutely wanted that truck.
It's a 1970s Ford F100. Why the fuck would you not
Reactor
want that truck?
online. Sensors online.
That thing will probably
Weapons
outlast
online.
you could
Well, see,
crash
the
into
issue
6
is
different
it's
trees
fucking
and
a-
come out none the worse for wear.
It starts auction at $200 and it finishes at 10,000 because fucking boomers.
That'll just have it sit in the garage and do nothing.
Oh, and all these guys die with
no,
their fucking
no.
vintage cars, man.
See, it won't do nothing. They'll take it out precisely
I'm gonna
once
have
a
the
year,
vintage car garage.
so they can go 20 kilometers below the fucking speed limit right when I'm trying to get to fucking work.
You know what? We should just take all their licenses away. They tried to
We
do
keep
that to their
trying to,
parents.
but they're older than dust.
The
Well,
thing
they
is,
did that to their parents.
the thing is, I wanted it because it's a reliable work truck. It's something I can work on. It's something simple. It's the kind of trucks that I grew up around. I absolutely hate my car and all the modern conveniences in my car because, you know what's killing my car? All the modern conveniences in my fucking car.
It's because being a mechanic isn't, hey, I can fix an engine. It's, hey, I can plug this laptop in so I can diagnose which sensor I need to go hunting through a fucking wiring harness to may or may not replace because it may or may not be, broken. It might just be dirty, but I'm still gonna have to hunt it down because this stupid error code keeps coming up no matter what I do.
Oh no, do you want to know how many times I've had to have the engine rebuilt on my current vehicle?
Target spotted.
In the first 6 months I had it, they had to take the engine out to rebuild the, I forget what arm it is. It's one of the arms in the engine. And then they had to redo it again because it fell apart again. The whole time I was sitting here in my old Ford Ranger, I never had this problem. If the Ford Ranger stopped working, I kicked the side of it and it started.
Yep.
What side of the, one of the engine brackets kept busting, or what?
New target acquired.
On the new car, it's something internal.
Oh. How new is new?
Warning incoming.
2019.
Oh, God.
Warning incoming missile.
I forgot this mech doesn't have EMS. Or laser counters for missiles. I want an old TSX wagon or a 4Runner. Depending on the model year, yeah, those are really good. I've just gotten to where I am so sick of modern cars and how finicky they are about everything.
New target acquired.
Because if one thing breaks down, the entire thing breaks down.
Yeah, meanwhile, I grew up with F-150s and Ford Rangers from the 80s and 90s, and you know how you fix those vehicles? You threaten it a few times.
Well, you can actually go in and fix them to diagnose a mechanical problem. And with modern technology of CNC, you can have things, custom built, rebuilt, so you can actually have things. However,
Acquired.
there is a bunch of red tape.
New target acquired. Target acquired. New
No, I've
target
just got no.
acquired.
I never really liked driving to begin with. Like, believe it or
I don't
not,
think anyone in our household does.
I actually like driving.
You're not in my house.
New target acquired.
I hate
I
driving.
mean, I literally drove across Canada, so...
Get out of my house. City driving is the scariest shit ever.
City driving is just pay attention and threaten everyone else around you.
With a gun.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I don't need a gun,
I
I
like
just need to
driving,
scream
but
louder
not
than
in
you
this-
and have my driving rock.
I'm going to be honest with
The
you. When I
driving
drove,
rock is ineffective against firearm.
when I drove the 2,000
Canada.
miles to where I live now, well, it's 2,000 plus miles to where I live now. Once I got to the more open areas where there was nobody around, yeah, I love driving. That was fun.
Oh
The-
yeah,
the
city driving isn't driving. City driving is being
Surviving.
schizophrenic.
It's surviving.
That's the definition of driving aggressively. Get out of my lane. You're in my way. Take the fucking turn.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes down to like the kind of driving I was doing, I was driving one lane roads over a mountain, and you would get run off the road by trucks constantly.
The unfortunate almighty rule of the road is the right of way is reserved for the most tonnage.
Mm-hmm. But out here, I didn't really get to drive much before my car crapped out. So I drove all the way to a major city one time just because I wanted to be left alone. That was funny.
Bruh.
That was that day I just grabbed my keys and left.
That's a bit of an irony, isn't it? You go to the middle of a major city to be left alone.
I drove to a major city in the Midwest, which means 2 hours of drive time there, 2 hours of drive time back. I think I was gone for a total of 5 hours just to go get some nose spray.
Bro.
And I seen like one other car and maybe 5 other people that entire drive.
God, I wish. God, I wish. Since I got back to my home province, it has been. I moved away from the city to get away from all the traffic. It's constant fucking traffic.
God, tell me about it. I hate constant. I like being able to walk around and stuff like that.
I remember vividly growing up as a kid at around this exact time of night. What time is it now?
Light.
11 here. I could go outside, lie down in the road, and there wouldn't be a car for an hour.
Oh, the good old days, right?
I'm
Road.
honestly looking into
Who needs a
buying land
road?
somewheres to get the fuck away from all this.
I'm just showing stream how bad I am at playing MechWarrior Online at this point. There's probably better people playing this game right now, like Phil. Good old No Guts, No Galaxy.
I know a guy that actually worked on that.
It's not hard to believe it's a game that was made by Canadian. You're doing fine.
No, the No Guts No Galaxy podcast, Catrikel.
No?
Yeah, I knew him. I went to university with the guy.
Cool. No, that's one thing I can say about the Battletech fan community. There's a lot of them that are still around, just palling around playing the game. And we used to say old mech warriors never die. They just get bored of the limelight.
It was on the. This was back when MechWarrior Online had like they were trying to do the esports thing.
Oh yeah, the thing that ruined it.
Yeah, he was on one of the competitive teams.
Mm-hmm. That's at the time that I dropped MechWarrior Online. I got so because I knew why Piranha Games was doing it. They were trying to get the money to make MechWarrior 5. But in my mind, they were just going about it all wrong.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
2012, and I said I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna get too involved in that because I wanted to play this new thing that I'd heard about called Star Citizen, that it was totally coming out in 2013.
Wait, Star Citizen's not out yet?
What?
Damn, I didn't know
Bruh.
that. Star Citizen's not out yet.
You get a new PC just to play Star Citizen.
I actually have Star
Dude,
Citizen.
I'm gonna die when I'm 90 years old, and they're finally going to announce Star Citizen.
It's not even in beta yet, Gil. It's in alpha. It
It's
is
been
just
an alpha for fucking 5 years.
No, it just ticked out of NDev to alpha.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's an alpha.
How much money has that thing raked in?
A lot, but they also spent I think it was $250,000 on a door.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's still in development.
Mm-hmm.
Or when this was 2012, I think is when I first heard about it. Yeah, 2012.
Yeah. No, I've actually played Star Citizen.
I have a thing. I invested in it. $25.
They have ships that cost people thousands of dollars that I didn't pay for. Because I
Having
did.
raised over
Online.
700 million as of
online.
May
Weapons
2020.
online.
Yes.
All systems
Now,
Ah!
it's my biggest gripe with the person that's designing it. He's got the same
Chris
problem.
Roberts.
He has the same problem that Peter Molyneux has.
He's got high ideas, but he needed someone to restrain him, to give him focus, and to make him complete a project. This is literally, he has been given complete creative control with no constraints.
Yeah, but it's also funny.
It is. I will say this much: the tech behind Star Citizen, even if Star Citizen doesn't come out, the tech that they have developed behind Star Citizen could really change the gaming landscape if other people would use it.
Yeah, but with the modern gaming landscape, do you know what it's going to be used for?
Nothing.
No, not even nothing. Worse than nothing. More microtransactions.
No, it'll be an interactive porn game. They will use
Ugh.
they will use this multi-network threading shit that is like literally revolutionary, and they will only be used for porn games.
Yeah, but Warficus,
Zero latency
keep in mind
porn.
sometimes that those porn games have really good stories and gameplay.
Well, yes, but no. This will be like one of those like peripheral ones where you can like fuck your girlfriend from across the planet.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Using voxels, your dick could go straight to the
Using
magma
vox-
core.
Using voxels and new technology, you can feel it.
Come on, somebody.
Just $10.99.
Somebody tag me an enemy already. I'm a catapult. I'm not a frontline mech.
Target acquired.
Did you run out of missiles?
No.
I don't even think this fucking thing. This laptop is so shit.
Target
I think if I
acquired.
tried to run MechWarrior on this thing, it would probably explode.
New target
Bruh,
acquired.
Jaggy. Play Warframe with me.
No, because this is
New
my
target
current brain
acquired.
crack.
But Warframe. There's wars and there's frames.
And there's a lot of problems with Warframe.
Yeah, there is.
Like, for example, some of the things I've said would get me banned from Warframe.
Oh yeah, that's why I can never stream the game.
Wait, what?
Oh, the people who run
Target
Warframe
acquired.
are
New
Nazis.
target acquired.
In what sense of the word?
The direct sense.
New target acquired.
I thought Warframe was owned by the Chinese.
Yeah. It's owned by
New target
Rebecca.
acquired.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck is Rebecca?
New target acquired.
He says people who play Warframe are pathetic losers. She is the main. She basically voices the main character.
Oh, wait a second. Didn't... Oh, right. Was it you who told me about that? Or the lore? But basically, whoever voiced the main... Like, the what's her
Lotus.
face?
The Lotus.
Yeah, didn't she turn out to be evil for Reasons?
They were
Well,
supposed. That was the way the story was naturally going. Was the Lotus was going to be evil because she is a hybrid of the Orcan and the Sentients.
and Teshin was supposed to take her place as your guide. The whole story was about how Teshin was going to, fix things because the whole story about him was he'd kind of been fucked over by everyone. But
Oh, and wasn't the story turned from it wasn't a bunch of orphans who
Missiles.
traveled the void and then got infected with these powers and then turned out to be just coming back as genocidal weapons?
So the original line of story on that is you were on a colony ship, and the colony ship got stuck traveling between the two systems. You got stuck in
Yeah,
hyperspace.
generation ship.
Yeah. The only people to survive on this ship were the children who no longer aged.
now you're the quantum half of another guy who is you but isn't. And one of
Yeah.
them's stuck on the ship, and one of them is you.
Yeah, and the funny things about that is like the Tenno that controlled Haro is one that got way too invested in staring out in the void and lost his mind.
As you
The
do.
old story of Warframe was actually very dark, and they've retconned a lot of it. Like, for example, Rhino. First off, all frames are made from people that are infected with the infection. That is how they're made. That
Yeah,
is
they're
old lore.
infected.
I don't know if they've changed that. That is old.
No, it's there's now a thing called the Helminth, which can let you change Warframe abilities.
So
So what was the point of having different warframes?
Well, they all have different abilities based on the person they were before.
primes
Well,
are
Helminth
the primes
basically what
are
Helminth does is it takes a piece of one Warframe and puts it in another.
yeah. Primes were the originals, the first cast. The mass production models are your non-prime models. And this is
Right.
off the old lore. I haven't played in like 3
No,
years.
this is all still true. And primes in game are not actually the original ones. They're basically quantum copies of the originals. The original ones were all destroyed.
you know what this makes me really want to do, though?
Except for Excalibur, which became its own person and is now fucking
Mhm.
kind of cool. I
But
think Stalker's also a Warframe.
my absolute favorite Warframes lore was Rhino, which you
I
only
think that-
get when you unlock Rhino Prime.
No, there's more lore for him now.
So the basics of the story were all these things were, all these children that with superpowers got turned into
They weren't children
super
with
soldiers,
superpowers. Not originally.
immortal beings.
They were just regular children that were going to the other system because it was a colony ship.
They
But yeah.
well, they're basically like void touched. They're psychers.
Okay, so what's the story now?
So the story as I remember it was these children got lost in space. They got lost in the space between spaces, basically. For a long time. When they first enter space, the Orcan Empire is actually at its height. When they get found, the Orcan Empire is actually collapsing. The Orcans wanted to implant their consciousness into the Tenno, the children, which, by the way, are Orcan, but are also not Orcan because they're also half human. Because the Orcan are an offshoot of humans. All humanity has been destroyed. They're mostly turned into Grineer.
I also read that at some
Well, they're
point.
not turned into Grineer. Grineer are clones.
Yeah, well, the Grineer are just clones of humans after clones of humans after clones of humans.
They have a
And
thing
there's a
called
way
clone
to
rot.
cure their flesh. Yeah, and they've got some
They're-
sort of rod or something going on, and that's literally the only reason they're doing anything in the current existence, because
Yeah.
they want to
Well,
stop
here's the worst
rotting.
part. There's a guy. Okay, in the story, there's a guy named Tilragor, and no one talks about Tilragor because he's just like a side villain, right? It's like his story basically ties into another story that like he's just a minor set piece villain, but he's actually not. Tilragor was going to clear the clone rot. You actually kill cured clones in his laboratory. And the Lotus has you basically take a hit on him.
But why though?
Because
Yes.
if the Grenier had their clone rot cured, they would be powerful enough to stop the sentient invasion, which the Lotus is in system to cause.
Not only that, it would allow the Worm Queen, who is one of the last surviving Orkans, to have a stable host body. Because the Orkans now survive by moving body to body or becoming a cipher.
Or they're literally infested in the case of Deimos.
Right.
Okay, and so the voice actor for Lotus manipulated her way into doing what exactly?
She
So
did
the
what her character does. She's literally her character. She has manipulated her way into the lives of everyone in the universe while slowly tearing everything down because she hates all that is alive.
Oh, like 343 and what they're doing to Halo.
Right. But what's even worse than that is so the first half of Warframe, you are supposed to play a Tenno with no idea what's going on and slowly piece it together. That is, they were literally doing what Destiny 1 did, which is you have a vague concept of what went on. But you have to find pieces, and each of these pieces are in specific missions. The problem ended up being is it was running into Lotus being dark. Well, anybody that liked that storyline started getting axed from Digital Extremes.
Right, because the voice actor of the Lotus was very invested in her character being on the face of everything.
Yeah.
Because she made a lot of fucking money being a thirst trap.
It's not even that good looking.
No, there's a okay. So for one of the
one
Tennocons they do, which is like a yearly thing, every game does this. She dressed up as the Lotus, and it is the most disgusting cosplay you've ever seen. Imagine like a kind of fat woman in latex.
Yeah, she did say the N word on stream. Also,
Oh,
most people don't.
I'd really, really rather not imagine that.
No, why don't you just look it up? Search up Rebecca Lotus cosplay.
Oh, it was
Becky,
even
put it on
worse.
stream. I want everyone
No.
to see this.
No,
Fun. It's funny.
no. I'm done with drama for the night.
It's
What's
not
even
drama. Okay, maybe
it'll
it's a little
start drama.
dramatic.
But what's even worse than that is Warframe Prime, which is the stream they used to do to show off their new development stuff. It was her and another girl that got really big in the community because she was a Warframe streamer. She made sure that Digital Extremes cut all ties with that streamer. No, I've heard a lot of the bad stuff behind the buildings, and I've heard a lot of the stuff there. I'm not into portly shaped women, but that didn't know. Right? I stopped playing Warframe because it got to where it's too pay heavy. Like, it got to where they wanted money for everything. Back when it was just wait for stuff to craft, I was fine with that because I could just go put stuff on the craft for 3 real life days and, I'm grinding for the next thing I want to craft. But
I will say it's still pretty fair. But there is a really interesting story from the early days of Warframe. So they released a system called Kubero, which was basically, it would let you grow your own pets. And they were really fun, because there was like tons of different like patterns you could have for them, and you
Mhm.
know they also had like automatic loot pickup, which was nice. But there was some really, really rare patterns. We're talking like percent of percent of percent. And you could buy Kubro eggs and incubators and have them completed instantly, basically. Some guy dropped like $100,000 on this.
Ah,
And
yes, whales.
yes, and the devs of DE refunded his money and told him never to do that again.
Oh, back when they had integrity.
And they
Well,
said, and I quote, "We do not want to endorse this kind of behavior. We just created this system because we thought it'd be fun."
I mean,
Nowadays, if
honestly,
someone
just
does
take
that
it
on
out.
DE, they will rebalance weapons to be more to their liking.
See,
Well, then it'll be a competitive thing. Then it's just an auction for attention.
the other thing about that is back in the day when it came to DE, players could request things like Kubro's. Shortly after that system was added, they added a cat-like creature, and then they added a secondary stats bonus to it. So you have things like handsome pattern Kubro. So you have different modifiers. They did all that because the community requested it.
Yep.
That was what was cool about them.
Oh, times have changed.
I don't know. I don't use Kubros. I run a drone. I'm big on the death cube.
I run a drone, but I normally run a air carrier.
I run Death Cube Prime, not because it's good, but because I can. Also, the death beam on Death Cube Prime, everyone sleeps on, but it actually does a shit ton.
It does if you have the right loadout for it.
Yep. Although technically, the Death Cube, you shouldn't use the rifle. You should actually use, I think it's Carrier's Beam. One of them has a beam weapon that you're supposed to use with it, but I just use the rifle because it's funny. It's basically a status stick. It puts statuses I can't put on otherwise.
Oh god, I used to do max status crit builds. Those were fun. You can't do that anymore though.
You can. You can actually do a lot. The way they rework damage now makes everything feel really weak, but they were having an issue where a single ribbon would like basically kill anything in the game for no cost.
Yeah.
Now it's with damage 2.0, it's a bit better. Although something that will get you banned from Warframe if you ever talk about and they find your account. They have secretly added damage gating to a majority of elite and boss enemies. That no matter how much weapons or damage your weapons does, you will always have the same time to kill on these things.
I picked up super weapon and had a god roll. It's my favorite weapon in the game. Yeah. I don't have
this
any.
damage gating, by the way, this damage gating punishes you for having an extreme high damage weapon because it's like percentage crushing. So the more damage you do, the less damage you'll do.
I have a Riven, but I've never unlocked it because the way that you have to unlock it is not my playstyle.
They've added ribbon ciphers now, so you can actually just get your ribbons unlocked if you don't want to do the quest.
And the other account, because I used to run 3 different Warframe accounts, believe it or not, one of which has 14,000 hours behind it.
Jackie, do you want to do a stream where we make new Warframe accounts and see how long it takes to get banned while shitting on the game?
No.
It'd be fun.
No. No, I'm fine. I don't want to do that.
I kind of do.
You can do it. I don't. I used to really love Warframe. It used to be kind of this thing where I would come home from a shitty day at work and I couldn't put enough processing into doing a YouTube video, so I would come home, plop my ass in the chair, and play Warframe.
They really fucked it up.
Believe it or not, running survival missions while you're really stressed out from a hard day at work. This is back when I worked in the restaurant industry and I would come home literally shaking because of how stressed out I was.
Oh
And
God, fuck the service industry.
no, this is even worse. This is when I wasn't a sous or just a sous chef, but I was also working a line cook job. I would come home, I would put my headphones on, turn on some metal, and just forget about everything while playing Warframe. Games that you can turn your brain off to are often very enjoyable for people that have high stress.
Yes. And it really helped this game that, like, unlike any other sci-fi, this game it's something different. This
Oh, it
isn't
was
a sci-
amazing.
this isn't a sci-fi setting where like humanity is God and has won the stars. No, we made it out of Sol once, and it was such a traumatic event that it almost killed humanity.
Well, beyond that, it's a game where humanity ended up evolving into multiple different species like the Dex.
It's also a setting where humanity lost.
Yes.
There are no humans left. The Corpus are the closest, but when you look into the Corpus lore, they're not human.
Actually, the closest is still the Grineer.
Well, but the Grineer are so rotten, they're barely even alive.
Mm-hmm. And there are some infected constructs that are still half human.
Right.
But are you really human when you can't think for yourself and you have to follow what the hive decides for you?
I don't know. Let's ask Twitter.
Oh my god. It's one of the only sci-fi settings that presents what if actually getting to other stars was the hardest thing ever and it was actually impossible. And if you the only way to pull it off is to go through literally hell. Except it's not like 40K where you have a magic Geller field. No, that place destroys you.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite universes for a reason, but at the same time it's dead to me because of the things that people have done to it. It's
I
like,
don't know.
God, that can go for so many game franchises.
believe it or not,
Okay.
and I'm saying this because I know a lot of people that have issues with stuff I've said in the past. I really like Traveler. But do you want to know one of the fun things about Traveler? I've been reading Traveler lore. You want to know one of the fun things about Traveler that nobody ever fucking talks about?
Mm.
Traveler Light Battletech has LGBT stuff in it and has since the 70s. Traveler came out of the time when most sci-fi was what's that called? It's not grimdark, it's the opposite. Bright light? Is that it?
Dang.
When you had like Star Trek and stuff was the predominant sci-fi. Sci-fi hadn't got that darkness to it yet. It was still very hopeful and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that optimistic hope for the future.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's been stamped out.
There's one more thing I want to talk about with Warframe before we divert from it, though.
Go for it.
If anyone wants to know what's wrong with Warframe, there is a story. I believe it's Harrow. Harrow's the one with the chains, right?
Yeah, it's Horus Chains.
Yeah, Harrow's chains is one of the best quest lines in the entire game. You don't understand why at first, it seems really boring, but as you go through it, you learn about one of the other Tennos who stayed in the void a bit longer than the rest, and
Yeah.
he was going fucking insane because he encountered an entity called the Man in the Wall. Now, this creature is so fucking important to Warframe lore because it is the creature that taught the Orokin how to enter the void.
Hmm?
And it's unclear in Heroes Chains if it's even real or has ever been real.
Yeah.
Warframe I think it was 2 years ago, released a mission called The New War. And you finally get to see the Man in the Wall. At the end of the mission, as for no fucking reason, a giant wall appears and there's a man in it, and it's the Man in the Wall.
Ah, yes. Perfect visual
Um,
medium for the exact
to
title. Couldn't do
to
anything fun with it, could they?
to
It was
answer.
the whole point was it was a demon you couldn't prove was there, but it
Yeah.
whispers to you and it drives you insane.
Nope, it's right
Oh,
there.
no,
Yeah.
it's a
What
man
do you
in a
mean it can't
wall.
prove it? It's right there.
Okay.
I'm
It's
looking at it.
literally just a man in a
Okay.
wall.
Okay. I'm going to answer Gil's question. Yes. Traveler is very much hard science fiction.
It's so good. I love Traveler.
What was the first book in the series? Because I do heavily recommend that.
The Agent.
The Agent. It is one of the best sci-fi books I've ever read because of the way it time skips.
Yeah, well, it's trying to, because the way Traveler works is it's like an entire timeline,
Yes,
and you can
and
kind of you can pick and choose the era you want to play in or the era
the
you want to write in.
the coolest
And
thing about Traveler that a lot of people don't realize, it is the very second tabletop RPG system ever made. Like, it came out a week after Dungeons and Dragons did.
Yep.
And by the time it came out, Dungeons and Dragons scale was still one world. There wasn't all the other pantheons of planes and other universes and stuff in Dungeons and Dragons. In Traveler, by its core design, there is the overarching Traveler universe, which is the official Traveler universe that the guy wrote. And then there's your Traveler universe, where everything you do affects your universe, and parts of what affects your universe affects the overall official Traveler universe. It is amazing how well it's written. It also has it has a mechanic called jump space, which is when you take your ship far distances. You
why
spend
is it
2
every
weeks.
setting, by the way, humanity has to travel through literally hell to travel the universe? Is there like something built into our psyche where we know eventually
Well,
we're gonna have to
here's
do
the
that?
thing. This is the first setting where that was a thing.
Hmm.
Think about it. Before
It's
this,
more. We're trying to visualize how it would be going through other dimensions as a
yeah,
Yeah.
three-dimensional thing traveling through possibly multiple dimensions.
yes, but the
That
thing
kind
is,
of comprehension will rip you apart.
the thing
Yep.
is before this, it was all hyperdrive or warp drive. It wasn't jump space. It wasn't this separate reality.
Well,
Because
And
we
Star
started
Trek kind
realizing
of
the
is,
hard
but
limits of
that's different.
acceleration and going for bending space around us as a way to move
yeah,
forward.
believe it or not, warp space and Warhammer 40K is heavily based off jump space.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's differences. Don't get me wrong. It is an extrapolation on the work, but you spend 2 weeks in jump space. Say your ship can travel in jump space 3. That means you jump three hexes on the interstellar map every time you jump. Well, up to 3 spaces. You spend 2 weeks. In those 2 weeks, that is when you're doing your hard training. That is when you're doing a lot of your downtime stuff. But not only that, it's the only system I know of where your character can die in creation. Because character creation in Traveler is a simulation up to the point you become a member of that ship. It is an amazing system. It is an amazing universe because the amount of depth that universe has. Like, you can play in any time period of Traveler, and you will always find stuff that is amazing or creative. And the other part that I love about Traveler is you don't solve problems with fists. You often solve problems with a ladder duct taped to a bucket. I wish I was kidding.
Yep.
Say that like it's a bad thing.
No, it's literally just about finding creative solutions to problems. It's about learning how to deal with the negatives and positives of your character. It is exactly what space travel would be if we were in a spacefaring society. And it is very much hard science fiction, but at the same time, it still has the human aspect of it. Like, your typical traveler crew of, let's say I'm DMing a game of 7, right? Well, at
Mhm.
least one of those 7 people are working actively against the group, but has to work within the group in order to actively work against the group. You have your own secret missions, your own secret plots, and your own secret feelings about things.
It's what VTM says it's doing.
It is
Listen,
an
VTM got
amazing.
bought up by like those idiots who have no idea how to write anything.
Well, old VTM was very much like that. You had side plots.
Yeah, that was old VTM. Current VTM is obsessed with not offending anyone in a game about
And,
vampires.
yes, I know. I
And
hate
being
shitty
offended.
DMs. But that's what was the amazing thing about it. Is like, if you any character you roll has its own unique things and quirks about it. The coolest one ever is I was listening in on a guy that was running a campaign, and I hope one
Mm.
day I can run a campaign. He had a medic that wasn't a medic until he joined the ship.
Mm.
The guy started off as an engineer, but all of his life experiences gave him bonuses to his medic.
He's just got really good at fixing people up for no good reason.
Mhm. But that happens in Traveler. That's what makes it amazing, is the randomness of Traveler. Like, you might you might take a jump into jump space, roll a miss jump, and you're getting messages from a ship that's been lost in space for thousands of years.
Or you might imagine fucking one of your colleagues.
That
That's
happens too.
that happened in the BPL campaign.
I do
Jesus.
highly recommend that. That is a very
Yeah.
good showing of what
It's coming out so slowly, but my god, it is actually one of the best tabletops I've ever listened in on.
Yeah. And it's because it's just fun like that. Like, you can get arrested on a planet because you decide to crowbar the vending machine because the advertisements are annoying you.
Or you can brain hack a guy so bad he explodes.
And people listening in on this are probably sitting there going, well, that explains Jackie's love of Shadowrun. Yeah, I loved old Shadowrun because of stuff
Yo,
like
I'm
that.
I'm working on it. I'm working on a campaign.
I
It's gonna be
love,
fucking crazy.
I'm not a
As for
huge,
me, I gotta go to sleep. I'm
uh,
fucking
I'm about,
tired.
I'm about to call it a night because my voice is starting to fail.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I'm still weak. But yeah,
Why are you streaming? You
because, but
upper.
yeah. When it comes to old Shadowrun and stuff, love it. I loved old Cyberpunk for the same reason. It was always this creative solution to me. Like, that was the fun of it to me, was not the I'm playing this set character with this set tree of bonuses and stuff. I'm playing this guy. I'm going to get my arm ripped off because I want a concealed machine gun in my arm. You know?
The creativity of the old ones.
Oh god, actually the class I played the most in Shadowrun was Rigger.
oh
I have
yes,
a lot of fun with
rigger. You
riggers.
can do literally anything as a rigger.
You can't do the things that Deckers can do. Or
Well, that's why riggers and deckers work together. If you are a rigger without a decker, you're retarded, and you are going to be eaten by your cyber horse.
I had a rigger and I had 3 hellhounds that followed me around, 2 of which had AKs that had been modified with explosive bullets.
Ah, yes.
And the other one was literally just a sensor package.
Nice.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. That's what I loved about old TRPGs. I've never played a TRPG. Um, if we ever get enough people for a group, I may take people from the community to do TRPGs. If I ever get time to actually write one.
I
Alright.
really,
Night, everybody.
I'm
Good night
working
to you.
on a,
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
yeah,
Talk
see
to
you,
you
man.
later.
I'm working on a Shadowrun campaign. The issue is what I want to do in Shadowrun. Most campaigns don't get to the point where I want to start from.
Hmm.
So there's not a lot of supplements out there for me.
Well, also, if you want to run a modern Shadowrun to get the cool gear and equipment, you have to use the conversion kits, which are a headache and a
I don't
half, honestly.
I don't really want to run a modern Shadowrun. I just want to run a high level one.
See, I want to run. If I ran a Shadowrun, it would be 3.5.
Okay,
Beak.
that'll be the system I use. Because I
Well,
also, if we start doing Shadowrun, what would be really cool is to have like a shared setting for it.
well, see, the thing is with Shadowrun is I really love the 90s grunge cyberpunk
Yes.
because
Though,
that's what I remember.
if the party does certain things, okay, I don't want to spoil too much about the campaign, but I know how how like the first session's supposed to go. If the party decides to go rogue on the first session, they may end society as we know it.
And
In which case, it would become a post-apocalyptic Shadowrun game.
if you want a really good example of what Shadowrun can be, the Courtesy Flush has a few episodes from the BPL doing Shadowrun.
I wish they'd finished that. That was really good.
The problem is Goat's time.
Yeah. Well, that was the same thing with Star Trek, which is ironically the best Star Trek content we've gotten since Next Gen.
My favorite will always be their version of the motion picture. It is literally just motion picture, like a pitcher of beer.
Yes.
Captain Horatio will always be my favorite Star Trek captain.
Yes.
And it's not
He
because
wields.
it won't be because Tex helped me out in some of the most depressing times of my life.
Yep.
But it's just what it is. Like I love settings that allow characters to create and explore things, new ideas and whatnot. But I need to go because my throat is killing me.
Time is running out for Jackie Wolf.
And I'm down to my last soda, so
No!
and this root beer is going to help fizz out some of this problem in my throat.
The root beer is gonna root the beer.
Oh, I love root beer.
We noticed.
Hmm.
This fucker will drink a case of root beer a week and still lose weight. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Actually, I'm gaining muscle mass.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's because I sweat all the damn time. Constantly pouring sweat.
So, by the way, on the Warframe pay to win thing, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
it
it's
just
not.
got that way for a little while.
They were leaning into that, but just players leaving, they eventually backed off.
But yeah, before I sign off, I'm just going to remind people, remember, play games for fun. Don't play games because it's your life. And
Seriously.
every once in a while, it's good to step away from the internet and touch grass. Remember
And
who you are.
if you feel like canceling someone, remember there are legal systems. Like people who commit crimes should be dealt with in a criminal court. The court of public opinion is almost never right.
Yeah, and always do research into things before you act. Don't just go off of somebody's word because a lot of times they only know barely anything about it.
And don't and really like realize there is an entire industry about made up drama. And like a lot of people get in on this just to get popular.
Yeah.
It's not good to be destroying lives for fame.
But anyways, I've been Jackie. You can check me out, or you can talk to me at the Discord. With the studio's name is Chosen of Cynical Ken.
Yep. We also
And
now have regained the Twitter, so I'll be putting the link on the Twitter.
until next time, my dudes. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, depending on how my throat feels.
If tomorrow, okay, no promises, but do you want to do the ice stream?
Maybe if I can get it to work. You gotta remember my computer is really iffy with old games because of how powerful it is.
It is a Source game, right? So
Maybe.
Source usually is pretty good.
Yeah, but you've seen all the problems I had getting like Hearts or Kingdom Hearts and stuff working.
True. We'll see.
We'll see. Then, anyways, until next time. Bye.
Bye.
Stay fixed in line, never coming back.